Floyd. It just make you feel like you can tick, you know what I'm talking about? Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Oh. What's going on? Top of the motherfucking morning, man. Top of the motherfucking morning. I gotta eat. I seen my boy Bills in the comments. I was supposed to go live about 1:30. I fucked around and I need that little nap, man, you know. Hold on, fellas. Hold on, y'all. There we go. I need that little nap. What it do? Top of the morning. Shoot it. Late Bloomer Podcast. Shout out to my boy Bizzle on the motherfucking beat. Shout out to Double O. I don't know what the fuck Double O doing up so early. But shout out to Double O, man. What it do, man? I fucked around. As soon as I got through, folks, I just got done with my last load, right? Everything good to go, though, man. I had to give me a couple hours in. As soon as I got through doing what I had to do, I laid down for a little second and, right back up, little power out. We doing open discussion. Plus, I got a few topics for y'all, But, right now, I got a beat. I just had a good talk with Bizzle the other day too, y'all. Bizzle said, man, I owe it to myself to put out one complete project. And I was thinking to myself, man, that nigga Bizzle, he's so true, man. You hear me? I've been a little busy with work this week, y'all. But don't get it twisted. We live this morning, we live tonight, we live tomorrow morning, we live tomorrow night, we live Sunday. I'm gonna make up for it, this weekend. Y'all gonna get a double dose of it, man. We might have, I got a live performance Sunday. Hopefully it should be good. We're gonna have some nice little footwork in that motherfucker. True to God, BigTruDat, like little podcast, all that good shit, yada, 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 yada. How y'all feeling on this AM, I figure you went out, bro. Man, come on, man. I had to. How you doing? I remember one day I was at work and I seen Miss Allen. Miss Allen said, I know you somewhere. She the first person that recognized me. Let me shout out to Miss Allen, man. She the first person that recognized me from YouTube in real life. She seen me, she said, I know you from somewhere. I said, where you know me from? I was at work then. She said, where you know? She said, you be on YouTube. I be listening to, then she said it with that look in her face, with that look in her eye. You see what I'm saying? Man, Alice said that she with that look in her eye. Yeah, I know you. You be on YouTube. I said, shh, don't tell nobody. I had to hit her with this, like, shh, don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? But how you doing though? How you doing? Top of the morning, man. I must say this. I don't forget names. I don't forget faces and shit, man. Good or bad. But yes. That's how it happened. Am I lying, Miss Allen? You be on YouTube with that look in her eye. You hear me? Stepping into work. We both was at work. stepping into work. You be on YouTube. I be listening to you. I said, shh, be quiet, man. Tell me, these hating ass people in here, don't you do that. Don't you put all my business out in these streets like this. You can listen. Don't tell nobody else. I had just started the channel. You see what I'm saying? I had just started the channel. Here she go wanna snuff me out already. But shout out to Miss Allen though. I appreciate Miss Allen. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell y'all some funny shit. What be funny to me is sometimes when I be going, I watch other blogs sometimes. And it be funny when I see Miss Style. Like I seen Miss Style in class name. Who shit I was watching the other day? I seen her name in there. I wanted to comment up under them motherfucker for real. Look at her. Look at her. You sit your ass down. But I gotta realize we're a big YouTube pool. I'm good. How are you? Nah, I you know what? I try not to get on this app with a lot of cap. Mob Taz CEO Jizzle. Man, y'all know there's so much shit that I'm supposed to be talking about this morning. I seen Trap Lord Ross talking about the mob. Stan G got a diss. Gucci Mane diss. I called Wild D. Video chat this morning. Wild D got a motherfucking Stan G diss. You know what I'm talking about? This shit getting all out of control, man. Yeah, y'all heard it here first. Wild D does have a Stan G diss, man. Wild D does have a Stan G diss, man. This shit done got out of control. Stan G talking about his family, talking about Double D. Look up, I called Wild this morning. We chopping it up about content. I'm trying to give me another interview in. Wild got that look in his eye. Man, that's all I try to do, man. One thing about me, I'ma just try to be me. That's all I can do is be me. You know. You either fuck with me or you don't. You know, you either fuck with me or you don't. That's all I can. Damn, what happened? What happened? I went out. Got a little dog. You got a little dog. You either fuck with me or you don't. Who don't want to wake up to this handsome ass face, man? I'm talking to the ladies, man. You niggas don't get to waving that motherfucker stick around. I don't want to wake up to this handsome ass blogger. You know, fuck with me. Yeah, though, but here we go, though, man. Here we go. Mob Taz, CEO Jizzle. We gonna get into that, too, though. We gonna get into that. Let me see. We go to Trap Lord Ross real quick. I don't even have this shit on in the content, but let me go to Trap Lord Ross. My nigga hit me up talking about Trap Lord Ross. Turn on the red light behind you, homie. He said Boo Dirty played the game raw. Dirty gave the game raw. Yeah. He said Boo Dirty played the game raw. Yeah. Yeah, he said Boo Dirty played the game raw. Oh, so let me ask y'all this. No, I ain't gonna start now. I ain't gonna start shit. It's all good. Double O, YM Management, what it do? Hey man, I've been getting a lot of motherfucking heat. What was it all for? Who? In regards to who? Cause you know, nigga, don't get in this chat to get the, you know how I say it now. In regards to who? Old man or OG? First of all, Double O, what you doing up so early, G? Let me know what you got going on, though. I wake up. I see I got a missed call from Double O at 4:35. Very, 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 very. Damn, man. Duh. Come on with the trolls. Send them in here. Hey, let me say this. Let me say this, bro. Let me say this before I move on. I'm gonna move on with this shit. It's words that don't even trigger me no more, y'all. You know, it's a double meaning to gay. When a person say you gay, you're happy. I ain't even fucked up about that on the screen. On the screen, in real life, I'm gonna bat the fuck out of you. But on the screen, I ain't fucked up with this shit, man. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna just say I'm happy. You hear me? I'm not fucked up with this shit, man. I ain't tripping, man. Cause you know, one thing for sure, y'all, they know what's going on, man. You won't find. Anyway, so yeah. Okay then. Hey, Double O, let me ask you one question. How long do we got for John Morant? Is this John Morant last motherfucking season in the Grizzlies uniform? The energy bad. He ain't feeling it. He said he done lost the love. Everybody trying to compound shit. Everybody trying to throw things on his back. They talking about the record. They talking about the punch dabbing, the punch dipping. They talking about how he not making the team better. Is it time for the Grizzlies several times with John Morant? And if so, what is his next direction? Okay, we finna go to Trap Lord Ross real quick, man. We going to Trap Lord. Trap Lord Ross. 12 bodies for Dolph. I heard that the Late Bloomers podcast was up in this shit. I don't know. I watched it, but I didn't watch it to really with a fine comb. I didn't really watch it. Or Minnesota. Going to Texas, I don't know where. Okay, I can feel it. So now we finna watch it and see if the Late Bloomers podcast popped up in this Trap Lord Ross document. If so, I mean, fuck what he talking about. You know, he talking about the guys, freedom members for sure. But I'm just only speaking for the content side of things. Hey, this is a guy with over 1 million subscribers. So if any goddamn Late Bloomer podcast clip done popped up in his format, hey man, kudos to me, kudos to you guys, and you know, whatever. But when I do hear things of the nature, I have to watch it just to set the motherfucking record straight. Don't take nothing I say and especially put it in with the guys and then get the bullshit, man. Now we ain't gonna do that, man. So hey, I've been a member since the 1st of December, so we gonna get this shit right. Yes. I've been a member since the 1st of December.
Young Dolph was shot in broad daylight.
The man who claimed to be the, quote, king of Memphis. The same streets he loved so much is where he would take his last.
I think this is the best live for y'all. I ain't do one all week, man. I got a couple topics for you for y'all here.
Right here on these same streets.
Yeah, I was in jail with the whole fam mob. You heard me? Really was never about being here and him. Well, y'all already know how this shit went. We ain't gonna get into all that. I'm just watching the commentary. Spooky. Now his entourage, my entourage. See what's up with the homie walking home, BG bro good, I ain't heard from him. Now I talked to BG yesterday, right? I talked to walking home BG yesterday, man. Everything coping steady, man. BG just, you know, he ain't got no motherfucking phone. Plus he been dealing with the little BG. You know, with kids and shit like that, man. You know, that's our little kids, so I understand. I chopped it up with him yesterday. I'm gonna say this. some niggas I talk to, man, and BG really one of them, man. Me and BG might not talk every motherfucking day, but when we do talk, it's always gonna go to like where it left off at. You heard me? So ain't nothing but love. Ain't nothing but love. If
you tell the true the mafia, general. Hey, now what's the
shout out to Walking Home though, man. Shout out to Walking Home BG. Shout out to Walking Home Double O in the chat too, man. You know. Shout out to Walking Home Duke. Shout out to Walking Home BEO, man. You know, shout out to these motherfucking members, man. For sure, man. Like I said, man, I've been a member since December. Get off of it. This what this called the lag stream.
I heard of that way, you know, the hits, attempted hits on Dolph, but at that point I hadn't heard anything about someone trying to do anything to God.
incidents or shootings that you might think are related to what happened with this comedian?
Big Mola
Save money.
Gotti's brother, CEO TZ, killed, shot to death.
fighting for his life.
The gunfire erupted during the Lil Baby concert.
This is it.
Hey, yo, what's CEO Jizzle John at? We gonna get us a CEO Jizzle next.
Your music and your movement gotta outrun that.
Recently, I did a deep dive video about the gangster rap scene in St. Louis, a city often referred to as the murder.
Man, y'all make sure y'all get some of this home fragrance shit though, man, for that smell, that bud, or just this shit called
commonly ranks amongst the top cities when it comes to the
good mood.
Also for several decades now.
And when I say it's a
the
good
most
mood,
dangerous city in America, due to it having the highest violent crime rate overall, with even having specific
yes,
neighborhoods ranked as the worst in the nation. The situation has become so dire that just months ago, FBI Director Kash Patel described Memphis as the new homicide capital of America.
shout out to Walk On, guy, man.
Shortly after, President Trump made it official, deploying teams from nearly every major federal law enforcement agency in an effort to stem the city's out-of-control violence.
Shout out to the whole Walk On, man.
Deeply troubled. Going to Memphis, I'm just announcing that.
Truth got some type of Walk On love, man. You heard me? Shout out to the Walk On,
By the way,
man.
we'll bring in the military.
Hey, I got a question.
When it comes to the violence plaguing
Somebody asked me, BigTruDat, is there anything you regret since you started your YouTube? And I would say I don't regret anything. I just hate the way some shit turned out. You know, I hate the way some shit turned out with a couple of me and my partners. You know what I'm saying? Some that y'all might know about, some that, pretty much everybody, y'all, everybody who I done had a little quarrel with. You know what I'm saying? I done talked about it, whether it be me from episodes or some shit like that. So that's the only thing I would say, no regrets, but I hate the way shit kind of turned out a little bit, you know. But other than that, man, fuck this shit.
plaguing Memphis, nothing has shaken the city or the rap world quite like the cold-blooded assassination of Young Dolph in November 2021, which sent shockwaves not over just the
Shout out to
city,
Chad
but the
Lil
entire
Ross.
world. The alleged killers were eventually captured and found to be possibly connected
Miss
to
Muffin, members, moderators, what going on?
Memphis Yo Gotti. But rumor has it, Dolph wasn't just the victim of a rap feud that had gone wrong, but allegedly, him and his paper route empire had previously made serious attempts to take Yo Gotti's life, with few people realizing that had Young Dolph not lost his life when he did, we likely would have been hearing about Yo Gotti losing his life.
And I met Cornelius through Bobby, and so I stepped outside, and that's when he mentioned to me, he was like, man, they ain't trying to do nothing about Dolph trying to kill Gotti. So at that point, I never heard of that incident.
Man, I just realized I got this same goddamn Nike
that way, you know.
hoodie. I've been wearing this same goddamn Nike hoodie around, man. Goddamn.
But before the courts could deliver justice for Young Dolph, the streets would act again, and a man, according to allegations who had been the mastermind behind the murder, Gotti's brother, Big Jerk, was himself gunned down in a savage hit after a funeral of a family member in what seemed like a clear revenge attack for Dolph. And Jerk was by no means the only one, as seemingly one after another, people were killed in the streets of Memphis in a succession that many videos afterwards, including one of mine, would call the campaign to slide for Dolph. Clearly, there were serious hitmen working the streets on both sides of this war. But the Young Dolph story is only the tip of the iceberg, because in this video, we'll be digging much deeper to try and understand all of the overlapping murders and feuds that have made Memphis the most dangerous city in America, warranting the government to step in. This is a deep dive that
Man, I've been seeing it.
everything about the Young
Listen,
Dolph
y'all. Listen. The folk on feet everywhere. I promise you, dude. these people on feet every goddamn world, all times of the night. Real shit. I come up, I ain't giving no streets or locations, but I come up in the decent part of town, hit the side street, look up, ain't coming out this motherfucker. I'm like, I'm knowing I just left this, you know what I'm saying, this area. And when I left, normally people don't be outside, especially walking on this goddamn street. I come back up the street, I see 4 bodies walking. What the fuck is that? Man, they got the military police out here at 9, 10 o'clock at night walking and shit, man. It's really, be careful. Ooh, that stomach growling early in the AM.
And beyond, uncovering a number of lesser-known beasts, all tangled together
eggs, turkey bacon morning,
and long-standing rivalries that have been going under the radar in Memphis for years, with many of these involving some of the most popular rappers from the city. Unfortunately, also dozens of casualties and people.
Hey, YMM management, you still in the chat? I got a question for you, YMM management.
Young Dolph's untimely demise. So today, we're digging deeper than ever before to uncover what's really happening in the streets of Memphis, exposing the brutal gang wars that have taken more lives than.
Let's see if YMM management still in the chat.
Shocking violence might have birthed some of the biggest rappers the music industry has ever seen.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside.
He might be
You just
gone.
need a concept and a way to record it. Here's how it works. First, go to riverside.fm and open an account.
I got a question for y'all though.
High quality video and audio from.
Let's say.
Hey, look, it's your boy Trap Lil Ross, man. This video is sponsored by Raycon. Big Raycon.
Let's say Raycon. Damn, Ray J, come holler at your boy, man. God damn, Ray J. Wait a minute, Ray J. You see what I'm saying? I'm sitting here with these goddamn. Wait a minute, Ray J. We gotta talk now. I'm sitting here with these goddamn. These Raycons too. These goddamn, I did it first. I need a damn sponsor too. You see what I'm saying? Goddamn it, I'm sitting over here with free advertisement. I don't even show my shit. You know? I just support in silence. Here it is, this white boy with this goddamn muffin top. You know, he already got a sponsor. Man, holla at me, Ray J. God damn, holla at me, bro.
Premium audio quality.
Let me get past this shit. Holla at me, bro.
So if you work in a little paper.
First producer I overheard to make them hard beats with the hi-hats going in on.
Holla at me, man.
And another
Sending them motherfuckers with Ray J.
everybody really came up off Squeaky sound. Squeaky was the first one that had that gangster sound with that bass and that snare.
Top of the morning, man. Y'all coming to bed and hitting that like button. I done got disgusted by this shit.
I had 1.8. Yeah. Squeaky had the 116, the 132, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Amongst the next generation of rappers and producers came DJ Paul and Juicy J, who both DJ'd at local clubs and sold their own mixtapes. Paul also rapping with his brother Lord Infamous under the group name Serial Killers. Paul and Juicy would eventually come together at the beginning of the 90s, creating a rapper-producer duo who were heavily inspired by the new Memphis sound they were hearing, even to the point they often went to sampling the songs of artists who were hot at the time, which caused some of these artists like DJ Zerk to later claim that Paul and Juicy had basically stolen their sound.
Well, because I just shouted out Ray J, I'm gonna say the Raycons better, goddammit.
We didn't know that we were gonna influence other people, you know, so we looking like, man, who is this with this hot sound? You know, because people would sample us. You know, it's like one DJ in Memphis, I didn't even know, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to make it come up. And somebody pulled up right beside me and said, "Hey man, you hear your vocals on such and such stuff, you know, on somebody else's stuff, you know when."
No, you don't want to say the name, but I'm gonna say it. 3-6. So they kind of ran off with the sound. Did you ever confront them or about this or?
Yeah. We were confronting them. But tell you too, I chased Paul and Juicy J a couple of times. You know, I really have. They was right here, and they would tell you, yeah, I ran from them. You know what I'm saying? Because I was mad. You know what I'm saying? It's because, like I said, I come from a hip hop era, and like I say, people thought that Paul was a part of us. So it was building him a little bit momentum, you know what I'm saying? Because he would sample me on this song. And I'm like, I don't even know who the little kid is, you know what I'm saying?
However, Paul and Juicy would also in many ways evolve the existing sound with their love for horror movies, fresh sample choices, and undeniably catchy hooks, while the artists they would sign under them, like Paul's brother Lord Infamous, Gangsta Boo, Crunchy Black, Hoopster K, and numerous others, who would make music so undeniable that even people outside Memphis would take notice. Together they formed a super
DJ Power, no, he's so that boy slick at had that little arm though.
Studio album Mystic Styles, which first brought
that man gonna have that little arm there. Oh,
later recognizing it as a game-changing project and the beginning of the darker side of hip-hop. But there were also numerous other names that would help make the 90s Memphis rap scene a phenomenon that's still influencing the modern sound today. DJ Sound and his rap group, the Fraser Clique, which also included a young kid called Lil Yo, better now known as none other than Yo Gotti.
When I was these young sads, man, I was over here running wild, man, thinking of a plan to come up, you feel? And then when I started that Reed Street Shady Vista, baby, recorded my first song right down there, DJ Sound House. Mike in the closet, boy. I don't think they had big boys back then. I don't know what we were recording on. DJ Sound Volume 9.
Who would rap about hearing the devil telling him to kill and calling himself a cop killer, possessed by demons, despite barely being a teenager at the time. Yo Gotti would also continue to evolve his career during this time, changing to a much more mainstream-friendly style, with his early hits like Shorty in 2006, landing him a record deal with an Atlanta-based label that also included best-selling artists like Lil Jon and the Yin Yang Twins. Coming into the 2010s, a new generation of gangs would again begin to form in Memphis, this time being made up of members who were increasingly young and prone to violence. Coming into the 2010s, right as Memphis was starting to make another come-up in the rap game, with a record number of artists breaking through to the mainstream, the violence would begin to shoot back up too, as the gangs associated with these rappers would soon become embroiled in a war that would eventually also end up taking the life of the city's biggest star. During the 2000s and 2010s, the gangs of Memphis would increasingly splinter into numerous small...
How accurate do y'all think Trap Lord Ross be? Percentage-wise.
Many different traditional gangs, like the Bloods, Crips, GDs, and Vice Lords, and some would become so popular or infamous that they attracted youths far beyond the active core members. And as people would later reminisce on social media, if you grew up in Memphis in the late 2000s and early 2010s, there's a chance that you repped one of these gangs, such as the Trula Mafia, Goon Squad Mafia, Fast Cash Boys, Fam Mob...
They most definitely probably do, bro.
These gangs came from roughly two different parts of the city, North Memphis and South Memphis. In North Memphis, the most infamous gang was likely the Fam Mob, which according to Memphis police, was started all the way back in 2000 and was still active in areas like Fraser.
Man, I gotta say, man, BigTruDat locked up with the whole fam,
housing projects in Fraser, the Ridgecrest Apartments, which they called Afghanistan, and the Greenbrier Apartments, which was named Iraq. According to the law told by the police, Fam Mob was started by a group of 8 youngsters who were kicked out of the gangster disciples because they were acting so wild they were bringing heat to the entire gang. And the name Fam, according to the cops, is actually an acronym that stands for F Almighty, with Almighty being a reference to the Vice Lords, who were also known as the Almighty Vice Lord Nation, as Vice Lords were also very active in North Memphis, and Fam Mob were clearly not fans. This is why the gang would also spell the name FVM, meaning that the A is inverted to disrespect the Vice Lords. Fam Mob would grow up to be 150 members strong by the mid-2010s, and they'd often end up in the local news for committing crimes from assaults and robberies to drug and gun sales and even murders. And the city would eventually set up safety zones at the Ridgecrest and Greenbrier projects that banned members of Fam Mob from associating with each other in public. During the early 2010s, the members of Fam Mob would also start a music group known as the FMG, with at least one meaning for this moniker being the Finesse Music Group. This crew included rappers like Bezel, Sauce, and Birdo. The Ridgecrest Apartments, where the Fam Mob had their so-called headquarters, according to the Memphis police, are the very same projects where Yo Gotti originally hailed from.
It's considered the Bay Area. We just left the North, now we're in the Bay. This Ridgecrest, that's where your boy started out there, right here on these same streets.
While Yo Gotti would also rep another area in North Memphis around Garland Street, where he'd been associated with Fam Mob's enemies, the Vice Lords, and some rumors. As he would rap on the 2017 song One on One with YFN Lucci and Meek Mill, he would seemingly become somewhat affiliated with the Fam Mob during the 2010s, and particularly the FMG crew, who were often repping Gotti's CMG label on social media, with some FMG members also rocking CMG chains, and guys like FMG Sauce, aka Sauce the Boss, even seemingly being part of Yo Gotti's entourage at times. Fam Mob were also affiliated with other gangs from North Memphis, such such as Fast Cash, aka the Fast Cash Boys or FCB, as well as Stack Squad, aka Stack Squad Money Gang or SSMG.
Or locked up with Stack Squad too.
That the Memphis police considered them one gang, which according to them had been founded around 2011. Many of the members seemingly hailed from the area around the Raleigh, Egypt.
Taliban.
According to Memphis police, Fast Cash was also another.
Like I said, man, this is where a lot of this
traditional gangs coming
the Late Bloomer podcast shit. Let me say this, y'all. This where a lot of the Late Bloomer podcast stories like derive from. And when I say that, it's meaning like I had my own story with this shit. Like you might not never see me with this person or this person. I remember when I first started this shit. And you know, niggas, people probably know who I was, but and I was talking about, you know, some of these people that they already doing content on, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit, let me run content on me and my niggas. They already talking about us. Let me do it. And more and more people, like, you know, I can tell, bro, know him, know these guys. And then, you know, you had certain members, Double O been coming through since the start of this motherfucker. And, you know, I done had several niggas that I grew up with on this channel. Several niggas from all walks of life, rather, you know what I'm saying? Several people who I done had encounters with, who, you know, street figures, whether they doing music, basketball, several people who I done had encounters with. So, you know, that was another reason when I was locked up, I felt like I was the first nigga that was Young Mob in prison. Well, I know I was, because shit, I was in the penitentiary by myself. And as I was in there, I started seeing other niggas coming through, top of the morning, Miss John. Other niggas coming through the penitentiary, and I was, you know, the one that was catching them up to speed as far as what was going on. So I feel like I was the first representation of a mob nigga in prison. So it was up to me to set the tone. And I ain't gonna say I was in that motherfucking no grizzly, bro. But now I was, you know, I was a good representation. And it's so many issues and shit that came my way just from being Young Mob in jail by myself. Like I said, everything that was happening, they was putting this shit on the mob. Man, truth, they said your home, bro, I'm in here with y'all, bro. Fuck, I know what's going on. And I know it's through the grace of God, too, though. Because even though I ain't had nothing to do with this shit, you still guilty by association. So it could have been, niggas could have had Mad Day in prison. Man, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm talking about? They constantly putting this shit up with it. Always, niggas came at me and gave me a chance. You know what I'm saying? True, what's up with this, bro? Like, bro, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, my nigga. I'm in here with y'all, bro. That's what I always used to tell people, bro. I'm in here with y'all, bro. I don't know what's going on out there on the streets, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here with y'all. And it was like, it took out I ain't gonna lie, like my third year in prison to where, even with the fam mob niggas though, Big Head Youngin, Lil Tony, Batman, Third, Alpo was the only nigga. I said this to say this. I remember I was in there with these fam mob niggas, right? So I'm gonna say this. I think this how, you know, Budar didn't start did alive. Man, she be coming back to me. Budar didn't start did alive, right? And I remember Budar said, man, in his live, man, you wasn't even Young Mob in jail. That shit kind of made me feel some type of way. I ain't throwing no shots, but I'm just saying, you wasn't even Young, like, damn, when Young Mob in jail. It never was a point that I never was not Young Mob in jail. But it done been a couple times in jail that I done been on some bullshit too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done been on some bullshit. You put it like that. So, I remember, I had called home one day. Man, shout out to B.O. B.O. was a real nigga, though. I can't lie. B.O. was a real nigga. And I remember on the live, he said, man, I was doing this shit so much, nigga don't even remember that shit. But this might have been one of the days that I think it might have been some finessing involved. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, nigga get the call in jail. You might get a follow from over here. You might call it, try to get a faulty. So anyway, it was so many fam mob niggas like I just mentioned to y'all. Batman, Third, Lil Tony. All them niggas ended up flipping besides Third and Batman, I think. But everybody else joined, real gangs. It was pressure too. I ain't gonna lie. But I fuck with all them niggas. It was some pressure. So what happened was I seen that I was surrounded by these fam mob niggas. Me and the Albo nigga, we bumped heads one day on the court. He ain't like me already because I was young mob. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like me. And it was known. So we had some little issues on the court. Man, fuck that shit. He ready to fight already. He ready to fight. He ready to go to the closet. So this skinny pimp brother, the Alpo nigga, this skinny pimp younger brother too. Matter of fact, so I remember telling this nigga, this damn fool, right? He was finna get ready to go home. So he heard about the mob. Yada, yada, yada. We talk. I said, listen, bro. Because I'm the nigga who telling everybody what's up with the mob. Like, bro, nah, this what going on. This what... Listen, bro, don't get out. Listen, listen. Nah, woo. I got minutes on my phone there. So I'm like, listen, bro. Don't you go out there with that attitude, bro. Because we had started hooping, after we went through our little issues with each other, you know what I'm saying? Everything got cool. Really, I'm going to tell y'all what made the situation cool, though. I feel like if the penitentiary wanted to, you see how they just broke down the fam mob, on the streets, that shit might have been fuck almighty. In the penitentiary, that shit meant for the love of money, family and money, or some shit like that. But the vice lords started putting pressure on the fam mob niggas about their name, right? So they couldn't put pressure on me for being young mob because it was pressure being put on them about the fam mob now. You know what I'm saying? So I remember calling home. I'm like, bro, I need a butcher. That shit man the first option. So listen. Now I know in jail though, they tried to say that shit meant something else though. So they couldn't put pressure on me, like I said, because on the mob, because it was pressure being put on them by the vice lord about their name, right? So I'm calling home, like, bro, I think I need a butcher, bro. It's so many fam mob niggas in here, bro. I'm by myself. I'm calling home, like, bro, I don't know. I remember I called Star one day. I said, bro, whatever y'all got going on out there, bro, that shit getting the nigga in so much shit in here, bro, man. Truth, I ain't got shit going on out here. I'm like, bro, I'm just saying, like, the shit coming back up. Whatever going on out there, bro, y'all tighten up. You know what I'm saying? So then, this one of Mr. Future come in there right here. I called Big Dave one day. Shout out to Fruit Loop. I called Big Dave. I'm like, hey, CEO. It was BO and CEO. And I was telling Big Dad, like, damn, Big Dad, woo, just some little inside shit. Like, bro, man, this shit, these fam mob niggas in here, woo. Then I was like, bro, I got some niggas, they bullshitting, woo. Like, bro, so Big Dad was like, true, man, you really just need to leave that shit alone. So I'm like, yeah, you right. I heard you. You in there by yourself and shit. You in there by yourself, bro. You see what's going on. I'm like, yeah, you right. So I feel like a nigga might have misconstrued this conversation. You hear me? Or me just saying, yeah, you right. And might have had a talk and said some bullshit. You know, not inadvertently. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's where the misunderstanding is, where a nigga might have felt like I wasn't young mob in jail or something. You know what I'm saying? Because when I first got to jail, it was some bullshit going on. But then I was bullshitting too, though. And I was just telling them about, you know what I'm saying, the prison shit, bro. It's so many fair. I need a butcher, bro. Ooh. So anyway, I called B.O. B.O. ended up running me the money for a butcher and shit, though. And I remember somebody said, they just said they got you a butcher. Man, all type of shit go on in the penitentiary, bro. You can have a butcher at 12 o'clock, and then 1 o'clock, you got to throw that bitch. You got to do something to it, bro. What y'all mean? So, nigga didn't understand that I was in the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying, by myself at the same time. So, yeah. I had to say that. This shit came to mind when I got to seeing this fam mob and all this shit going
So
on.
the Fast Cash were also very popular through their music, with their group that simply went by the name Fast Cash Boys, originally including the members C Money, C Jizzle, TP Stacks, and Money, having real underground hit songs going all the way back to the early 2010s, while the Stack Squad would also drop music, particularly a rapper called Ace Boogie, who had a considerable local following, like FMG,
Ace Boogie, I remember Boogie. We done talked about Boogie over here.
Yo Gotti CMG. Meanwhile, in South Memphis, the most infamous gang was allegedly the Young Mob, aka Young Mob Military or YMM, which was founded in the mid to late 2000s and held particularly from the Walker homes and the surrounding neighborhoods like Westwood. Like Fam Mob, Young Mob's name would begin to be mentioned in the local news in the early 2010s in relation to numerous serious crimes. The most tragic
I just seen Lil Earl.
year-old girl.
I remember, anyway, I ain't gonna be bringing it. I was just remember talking to Duke.
The first one to receive significant fame being OG Boo Dirty, who would rep Young Mob in music already in the late 2000s and began receiving national attention with his music in the very early 2010s, getting signed with Gucci Mane's 1017 Brick Squad label.
Man, I love my niggas no matter what we go through. I say fuck these bitches and kick it with my crew. Look at Juice.
Spooky Duke.
He booed out the other brother right there, y'all.
Young Mob, including also CEO or BEO Lil Kenny, and Kenny would begin to rap a few years later, and particularly the FMG crew, who were often repping Gotti's CMG label on MM, which was founded in the mid to late 2000s and held particularly from the Walker homes and the surrounding neighborhoods like Westwood. Like Fam Mob, Young Mob's name would begin to be mentioned in the local news in the early 2010s in relation to numerous serious crimes, the most tragic being the murder of a 7-year-old girl in 2015. But like Fam Mob and Fast Cash, Young Mob has also produced numerous rappers, the first one to receive significant fame being OG Boo Dirty.
Man, that ain't bullshit.
Music already in the late 2000s and began receiving national
I didn't do it
in the very early 2010s, getting signed with Gucci Mane's 1017 Brick
I'm
Squad
just
label.
watching to see if the Late Bloomer podcast pop up in it.
Shared hatred for Yo Gotti, but more about that later. Boo Dirty also had a brother.
That's their other brother right here, this Juice.
These two allegedly being among the founding members of Young Mob, including also CEO or BEO Lil Kenny, and Kenny would begin to rap a few years later than Boo Dirty, while Stupid Duke would only begin to rap a few years ago after serving a 9-year sentence. Other notable Young Mob members included Big Motor, whose 2015 music video for the song.
They got their other brother. They go Boogie right. They King B right there. That King B who I got a funny story about King B too. King B, like I said, that's the first nigga. King B used to fuck with me when I was a young nigga, and I done told a couple stories about King B though. You know what I'm saying? But I remember King B called the penitentiary and actually speak the knock. Well, I ain't gonna say actually speak the knockout, but he was chopping it up with knockout. Me and King B hadn't spoke probably in a year or so, and knockout had hollered at me like, you know, King, you know, he was like, Bookie hollered at me about you. I like, what do you want? He was just trying to see what you had going on in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? How you gelling? You know what I'm saying? Making sure you weren't on no bullshit up here. He like, I said, so what you tell him? Shit. He was like, shit, I told him how you were gelling, man. Truth out the way, going to visit, smoking. You know that truth ain't on no bullshit. Yeah, nah. So they just let me know that even though I probably wasn't talking to some niggas was still in tune, checking up and just trying to see how my get down was though. You know, cause this shit go back to the street. What you were doing, what you was on in the penitentiary, man, that shit gonna follow you, man. You know, whatever you had going on. Any type of isms or bullshit, hey, man, it gonna come out. So that's why it pay to just be yourself, be real, and, you know, Try to hold it down as
King of
best as
Money was
possible.
also signed to Young Dolph's PRE label, and Moneybagg Yo, who was originally from the Walker Homes and was allegedly part of the Young Mob before having a falling out with his gang, but more about that also later. Like Fan Mob in the north, Young Mob also had a few gangs in South Memphis that they were close with, such as the King Gate Mafia, particularly Goon Squad Mafia. King Gate Mafia, aka KGM, hailed from the former King Gate apartments located in the Whitehaven area, which is better known by the locals as Blackhaven. These projects are now partly demolished and known as the New Horizon Apartments. KGM also had some rappers like Ray Gutter, who dropped several songs and music videos with tens of thousands of views in the early 2010s. Goon Squad Mafia, on the other hand, hailed particularly from the Foot Homes and Clearborn Homes public housing projects, although according to Redditors, the gang was spread all over the place, likely partly due to both Foot and Clearborn Homes going through significant redevelopments during the 2010s, which forced families to move to other areas. GSM would also be active in the rap game in the early 2010s, but their most known rapper is likely none other than Key Glock, who would later sign to Young Dolph's PRE just like Kenny Money, and the two even have songs together going all the way back to the mid-2010s. There was also another gang hailing from the Foot Homes, the BigTruDat Mafia, although this gang would too seemingly have presence all over South Memphis, including areas like Orange Mound, where they can be seen hanging out in their YouTube vlogs, which is close to areas like the Castilla Heights where Young Dolph hails from. Their alleged leader and the most known rapper was called J Money Trula, who would begin receiving some notable underground fame.
So this was Trap Lord Ross.
For some reason, become heavily.
I heard Trap Lord Ross and Quit had some issues about this segment.
Affiliated with none other than Chicago's Chief Keef. Their friendship becoming so close to the point that J Money would begin to call his gang Glow Gang Trula or Glula Gang in honor of Chief Keef's Glow Gang. J Money was a very respected member, and he would collab with numerous artists from different hoods, but BigTruDat Mafia was seemingly particularly close with Young Mob and their affiliates, and J Money would make songs with the Young Mob rappers like BEO, Lil Kenny, Big Motor, and even Moneybagg Yo, while also having made a song and music video with Young Dolph that was for some reason never released. Unfortunately though, like things usually go, all these gangs were not cool with each other, as there was a major divide between North and South Memphis at the time, with particularly Fan Mob and their affiliates, and Young Mob and their
Hold on, let me see if I seen me in this track.
numerous diss songs and of views in the early
Damn, my fault.
and their affiliates going at each other hard, as can be seen from numerous diss songs and other videos that are still up on YouTube.
Welcome to
My bad. This shit so police though. Ah yeah.
Can I get a gray bronc?
Though according to Redditors, the gang was spread all over the areas like Orange.
I don't mean no harm. I'm just looking for myself real quick, y'all.
Slogan. J Money was a very respected member, and he would collab with numerous artists from different hoods. But BigTruDat Mafia was seemingly particularly close with Young Mob and their affiliates. And J Money would make songs with the Young Mob rappers like BEO, Lil Kenny, Big Motor, and even.
Man, really, all this shit, when you get to talking about things like this, and you know, all this shit be police. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. When you get to digging up, and you know, that's why I'm telling y'all, that's why BigTruDat, I'm finna put my shit, and I got to get on the platform.
Yo, while also having made a song and music video with Young Dolph that was for some reason never released.
'Cause I got to get up
though, like things usually go, all these
and
gangs
talk my
with each
shit,
other. There was a
man.
major divide between North and South Memphis at the time, with particularly Fan Mob and their affiliates, and Young Mob and their affiliates.
Wait a minute. See what I'm saying? That's the picture I'm trying to see.
Heavily affiliated with none other than Chicago's Chief Keef. Their friendship becoming so close to the point that J Money would begin to call his gang Glow Gang Trula or Glula Gang in honor of Chief Keef's Glow Gang. J Money was a very respected member.
Now, I don't want my flowers. I just want to be the nigga to get out here and debunk some of this shit. You see what I'm, but in the same time, there too, like it be so many isms out here, y'all. I just want to be the nigga that be out here debunking the isms. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about. Mr. G.O., what going on? Cause they run a lot of content on this shit. So if I'm already speaking on it, you might well, I need to be the one that's, you know.
Even Moneybagg Yo.
So let me see.
Also having made a song and music video with Young
It's my
Dolph.
last time, y'all.
Unfortunately though, like things usually go.
Cause I know I'm saying Lil D. I'm getting confused though.
There's a major divide between North and South Memphis at the time, with particularly.
Okay. No, I don't know nothing to eat, folks.
Fan Mob and their affiliates, and Young Mob and their affiliates going at each other hard, as can be seen from numerous diss songs and other videos that are still up on YouTube. Most notably from Young Mob's side, the dissing came from OG Boo Dirty, who had released several dedicated diss songs towards both Yo Gotti and Fam Mob in the summer of 2010.
He ain't get me in this picture. That's when we had them vests on, though. It's them group pictures on right there, though.
Rick Ross's hit song BMF, which Yo Gotti also remixed with the name BMF Memphis.
That's when we had them vests on. 8732 vests on.
While Boo Dirty would focus on dissing Gotti in his remix and insinuating that an incident had
He put Star in there, John, though. He put Star in there.
His entourage, but the Memphis police were present. Unfortunately, as these lyrics hint,
he put Star in there. What we had with my vest on, you know. Goddamn, we were like the heartbeats, goddamn.
Entourage, which likely included Fam Mob.
You know, we were fine with them vests on, man. Show the whole group, goddamn.
The verbal altercation would first start between Boo Dirty and Yo Gotti after a third person
Hey,
the fight would get physical. This led to guns being drawn and 6 people would end up getting shot during the chaos that ensued. One of the people shot was Boo Dirty himself, who would get hit in the buttocks, but thankfully none of the injuries ended up life-threatening.
Hey, ass nigga, man. How you know I'm in the picture?
To the shooting incident. The following day, it was reported that 11 people were charged with an aggravated riot, which included Yo Gotti, real name Mario Mims, Boo Dirty, real name Lance
Howard B, yo.
Lil Kenny, real name Kenneth Mason, who was only 19 at the time. The news would also report that this was by no means the only charges that Boo Dirty was facing, as he already had 2 other attempted murder charges from previous shootings that had taken place only a few months earlier. One of these took place at another club, and the other was a drive-by shooting, while he had also allegedly targeted the same victims with an aggravated arson. Then, in January 2011, police would also arrest and charge Stupid Duke, real name Brian Lackland, who had allegedly also participated in the club incident against Yo Gotti. The altercation would become the first publicized incident between these two sides, but in the grand scheme of things, this was only the very beginning, and nobody could have seen at the time that this war would end up going on for well over a decade, and spilling over to include many of the most popular rappers to ever come out of the city of Memphis.
In your words, in your opinion,
OG Boo Dirty and their associated crews were deep in the North versus South Memphis war.
Look at that dirty.
This was, of course, none other than Young Dolph, who had released his first mixtape Paper Route campaign in 2008. Dolph hailed from the Castellino of South Memphis, an area that's largely its own island due to an industrial zone.
Man, I'm going here. We breaking down this Trap Lord Ross shit, man. We breaking down this Trap Lord Ross shit, you know. They said the podcast came up in it. I'm just checking, just seeing, man.
Castalia above all else, with one gang from this area being called the Castalia Murder Mob, or CMM, which has alleged members who were affiliated with Dolph.
Well, these boys be knowing so much history, though. Ain't it amazing that they know? I feel like somebody in the city could do the same thing, but do we want to do this shit? No. I appreciate the home, appreciate you tuning in, man. You know, you're always welcome. We did start this live off on the Bizzle beat. You know, we did start this, like I said, man, ain't no sense in listening to nothing else, man. You know, I have a custom intro and outro beat, and I'm gonna make use of it. If it was somebody in the city, they would have been had an issue, top of the morning. Miss nigga, what going on? Appreciate it. Y'all come in hitting that like button though. Y'all, you know, you motherfuckers be speaking, but tap. Don't just speak, tap. Don't just speak, tap. One fish, two fish, one tap, two tap. Don't come in and just talk. Hit that button. Yeah, your fault. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Dolph himself, though, was seemingly never an active gangbanger, but rather a hustler who treated the rap game with the same attitude as the dope game. Starting by pushing out mixtape after mixtape in the early 2010s, such as Welcome to Dolph World,
yeah, just tap for your talk.
Street Music 1
tap
and 2
for your
in
talk.
2011, and A Time to Kill and Blue Magic in 2012.
Tap for your talk. That way you don't want to forget.
Before that,
tap for your talk.
Business partner Daddy-O, real name Jeremel Moore, who came to know Dolph in the neighborhood from a young age.
Tap for your talk.
Label the Paper Route Empire.
I met Dolph shooting basketball when he was about 10 years old. It was in the hood. We were hooping.
Man, hell ass, no you. Well, he might have been hooping back then. Okay.
They used to look up to me, man, because I used to have that jumper and that crossover. You feel me?
That jump and that crossover.
I had what he wanted. That package.
Because Dolph wasn't directly gang affiliated, he had seemingly no
They gotta
problems
show
working
some old
with rappers
pictures
from
of
all over
that,
Memphis, and in his early interviews, he would often shout out Yo Gotti, despite infamous South Memphis gangs like Young Mob already having a beef with Gotti that had turned violent.
You know what I'm saying? Salute to all the big dogs, you feel me? Salute to Gotti, salute to my boy Juicy J, you feel me? We tripping, man, you know what I'm saying? Gotti, 3-6, you know what I'm saying? They let the world know what North Memphis is about, you know what I'm saying?
In 2012, Yo Gotti would even bring Young Dolph on stage during a show in Memphis to showcase the new talent coming out of his city. But later that same year, Dolph would also collab on a song titled We Gone, together with OG Boo Dirty and Gucci Mane, who were both beefing with Gotti heavily at the time.
OG Double D was in this video.
And
We gone.
As the aggravated riot charges were dropped.
I remember I called OG from jail. I said, this is he was feeling himself. I said, boo, how you getting on these songs with everybody? I had just heard him on the joint with, I think 2 Chainz. Ain't no love for no rap nigga. Now who on that joint here? Who's that nigga testing my G? My nigga. Ain't no love for these rap niggas. They fake. Hey. But anyway, I heard that joint. Then I had heard him on that joint with 2 Chainz. Then I heard him on one with Future. I heard him on one with Future. I said, OG, boo, how you keep getting on these songs with everybody? Man, I'm in the game, bro. I'm in the game. I'm in the game.
Boo Dirty had also beaten his separate attempted murder charge, and meanwhile, the two sides had continued holding deep grudges against each other.
So remember I told y'all.
Gotti, on the other hand,
Remember I told y'all. No, man. See, this is around the time, like I said, Boo Dirty was beating the murder charge. And remember I told y'all, this is around the time me and Knockout got cool with each other, right? And Knockout was like, him and Boo Big Brother had something going on. Bam, they had something going on. True, why do you think Boo didn't really blow like that? True, why do you think Boo didn't really blow like that? I can't troll on her anymore. I'm gonna come back to that question. I'm gonna come back to it. Yeah, I seen Wild D interview. Like I said, Wild D has a Stan G dish too, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Stan G is speaking on, Wild D family and shit like this. So I was chopping it up with Wild D done wrote a whole motherfucking 16, a whole 24 chorus and verse. He ain't fucking around. So, yeah. Soon you did interview him getting more. Check him out. Soon you did interview. He getting more. Man, me and him gonna run it back. Me and him gonna run it back. You know what I be saying? You know what they let me know though, bro? Mr. GL. I know a lot of my shit don't be, but I be having some good people on here, right? I be having people that some of these niggas in the streets be feeling like or some of these people be wanting to interview. If you go back and watch some of my interviews, like I done had buku people on here that done went on to do bigger and better things, which that's good for me. Or I done had people on here that maybe the other people done overlook and then they go get them in. You know what I'm saying? So I just know a lot of folks I have relationships with. You know what I'm saying? Like Wild call me every day on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So I know that joint, they're still there. And we got some more shit running. Shout out to 6 Figure. 6 Figure Trick. I love to see bro doing this thing. He came on my platform first. And you see him on everybody's shit now. You know what I'm saying? You see 6 Figure Trick on everybody's shit. Turn the fuck up. So I appreciate bro coming on here. Came over with Cuz, He came, he had merch, he had products, he gave me some samples, he kicked this shit. You know what I'm saying? And because of me, I ain't saying because of me, but I introduced a lot of people to Six Figure Trigger. You know what I'm saying? And y'all tune in to him because he a entertaining dude. He a real nigga. And I was turned on to Six Figure because my young niggas growing up in the area spoke highly of him. You know what I'm saying? I done seen him before, for sure. But my niggas, mainly Jizzle, man. Free Jizzle, man. Free Jizzle, man. Free Jizzle. I did my best, man, trying to get Jizzle a job. Jizzle went to motherfucking sleep the first day on the job, man. You know what I'm talking about? Jizzle came to me one day and said, damn right, you, I ain't never had no check like this, my boy. I ain't never had no check like this, my boy. Man, no folk come to me. They got Jizzle on. They got Jizzle on the phone. They got Jizzle on the goddamn phone. They showing me Jizzle on the back floor, sleep. The first goddamn day, Jizzle sleep on the job. Jizzle at the front desk, sleep. Jizzle, you can't do it like that, Jizzle. No, Jizzle. Jizzle in the car, sleep. I'm tapping on the window. Jizzle, wake up, Jizzle. I know the check's good. I know it's minimum. You know, it got to the point, you know, they want me to report. God damn it. They want me to report. Jizzle mad. Jizzle walk around there, John Jizzle. I want to know who got the camera of me. I want to know. Man, I want to know who said it. Man, fuck who said. Why did you sleep on the first day, bruh? I done got you the job, my nigga. Why you sleep on the first day, just what? Man, the first day. Now he mad. Jizzle wanna put the strap on the motherfucker. I'm telling you, man. No, Jizzle, don't burn my spot down. I spoke for you. I spoke highly, Jizzle. This how you got to do it, Jizzle. Jizzle wait to like we had a little window. We had a little window where and this is where Miss Allen used to be at. Miss Allen, that was just on her. She used to work at this shop that I used to work at, but she used to have patients there. You know, I did my commercial cleaning shit, overnight security, where I used to talk to y'all sitting in the car and shit like that. You know, this is the job that I got Jizzle on. So Jizzle already moves slow in the mud. I'm talking about molasses. So I'm trying to tell Jizzle how you can do it. You know what I'm saying? We got a little window. You can really, if you got 8 hours, you really can chill 4 hours for real. Or you could chill 5 hours. You got, it's like his routine. I don't think it was his first job, but it just was a job, bro. It was too relaxed. It wasn't no structure. So to my move. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But I'm knocking my shit out. Bam, bam, my floors, I'm doing this shit. So I'm telling bruh, still. I appreciate it, Miss Nikki, for sure. Yeah, so it got to the point every day they would complain like he wasn't doing his jobs. He would wait too long. And they were like, I'm cleaning. What y'all want me to do? I'm cleaning. Look at the floor. I'm cleaning. No, brother. The area you doing is the front lobby. So this need to be you can't come in and mop the front lobby at 11 p.m. the front lobby, you got to mop that motherfucker right before the day start. Like when the stairs start coming in about 8 o'clock, the front lobby need to be the last thing need to be mopped. But he'll be so behind to where he just was moving too slow. You gotta learn. He said everybody out. He said everybody out. She said everybody out. I'm off with Jizzle, man.
And had fallen out after they both decided to drop their mixtapes on the 17th of October 2012, with Gucci obviously having a special connection to the 1017 date, which would make him lash out against Yo Gotti.
All my label dropped the something. Why would you drop it? You ain't gonna say something to me. And when I call you as my partner,
I might have overdid.
I didn't know you were dropping the bitch tape.
Just been going back. Nah, just sound like they fucked it. I ain't laughing.
Yeah, you on the top of World Star. You with a freestyle and you with a video, but you say you unaware that this mixtape gonna come. And I got a battle that says come out 10-17. So it just made me lose all respect for him instantly.
The song We Gone, where Dolph featured, was a simple, getting high anthem, but it was part of OG Boo Dirty's mixtape, The Definition of a G, that he dropped in December 2012 after signing with Gucci's 1017 Brick Squad label. And another song on this mixtape was Boo Dirty's collab with Gucci and Rocco titled Rap N-Words, which was a dedicated diss track towards Yo Gotti, where the trio rapped how they can't stand these rap dudes because they're so fake. And the collaboration between Gucci Mane and Young Dolph would continue in March 2013, when they would release a full mixtape together titled East Atlanta Memphis, which also included another feature with OG Boo Dirty on the track Get It Back. Clearly, while Dolph wasn't yet beefing with Yo Gotti directly, he had silently chosen his side in the beef, which had appeared to be the side of South Memphis and Young Mob. Meanwhile, things in the streets would keep developing. During the summer of 2012, while Boo Dirty kept beefing with Yo Gotti on the music side, his brother, Stupid Duke, aka Brian Lackland, who had seemingly also avoided charges in the Club Riot case, would get his face blasted on the local news wanted by the Memphis police on very serious charges, including aggravated robbery and attempted first-degree murder. These charges stem from an incident where Duke and some other guys had allegedly set up a
Valley Ford. Y'all see Bills, you see Valley Ford on Trap Lord Raw?
The victim would realize that he was in possession of Duke's phone, which would help the police go after him. But Duke, on the other hand, was in possession of the victim's phone, which also had the victim's address in it. Before the police could get after Duke, go after the track towards Yo Gotti, where the trio rapped how they can't stand these rap dudes because they're so fake.
I got Valley Ford on Trap Lord Ross, man. I'm sitting here talking about the Ford. We just got to talking about the Ford, and this shit on Trap Lord.
Clearly, while Dolph wasn't yet beefing with Yo Gotti directly, he had his side in the beef, which had appeared to be the side of South Memphis and Young Mob. Meanwhile, things in the streets would keep developing.
We did it.
2012, while Boo Dirty kept beefing with Yo Gotti on the music side.
Hey man, they paying attention, man.
Lackland, who had seemingly also avoided charges in the Club Riot case, would get his face blasted on the local news, as he was now a fugitive wanted by the.
Hey, this is the mugshot right here. They always used to talk about, hey, Duke in this joint right here. They said Duke was sad in this joint right here. Bad as their mind is. They would say Duke look sad as hell in this joint. Innocent. Yeah, I think that's what the joint they used to say. Innocent. Man, innocent is a motherfucker.
Including aggravated robbery and attempted first-degree murder. These charges stem from an incident where Duke and some other guys had allegedly set up a guy to get...
You see it? Valley Ford's apartment. We did it! I'm really a South Third of Fairway, baby. See if a nigga get the hyping up Valley Forge, and here he go get to talking about all this old shit. Let me see if the Nehemiah on here though. He got Dixie Queen on here. He got Valley. I used to stay in the Valley Forge. Southland, Levi Road. I think the Nehemiah should be up under here. Valley Ford. The Nehemiah. This the Nehemiah. Hold on, this the Ford. In 2010. When I went to jail. Right when I went to jail, this the Nehemiah over here. Yeah. This Valley Ford. This Southland. This should be the Nehemiah. Right here. Here go my house right here. Fuck it. That's my house.
to get robbed by using Duke's girlfriend to lure the victim to Young Mob's territory. After the robbery, however, the victim would realize that he was in possession of Duke's phone, which would have the police after him. But Duke, on the other hand, was in possession of the victim's phone, which also had the victim's address in it. Before the police could get after Duke, he tried to go after the robbery victim to his house, guns blazing, leading to the attempted murder charges. Duke was eventually found guilty of all of these charges, leading him to be locked up for the next 9 years. But meanwhile, the street beef between North and South Memphis would keep escalating. In March 2013, Young Mob and True Mafia members were seen together at a South Memphis club, where according to online rumors, they would run into some Fast Cash members, including the rapper Fast Cash C Money, who would allegedly get robbed by the leader of True Mafia, the rapper J Money. Later that same night, Young Mob and True members would stop at a gas station near the club with Fast Cash members allegedly 20-year-old Young Mob member named Young Key, real name Keyshawn White, behind his girlfriend's arms at the scene. These events would pull the Fast Cash boys into a direct conflict with the Young Mob and True Mafia. In the following weeks, the police would arrest and charge a 19-year-old Calvin McCoy.
I'm locked up now, y'all. All this shit going on, I'm locked up.
Fast Cash money for the murder of Young Key. But that's not where this case would end, because the following summer, when the case was about to go to trial, Jizzle was out on bond, and another Fast Cash member called Chopper Suge, real name Elvin Dorsey, would attempt to get rid of several witnesses in the case by ambushing them at their homes, with these attempts fortunately failing, despite the authorities.
So I remember
3 spent rounds at the scene. But the most explosive...
I was talking about this a little bit, but I didn't really get into it on my channel. You know what I'm saying? When we was talking about you know what I'm saying, a little shit a while ago. I didn't go in depth on what's really going on with them and this and shit, you know what I'm saying? But Trap Lord Ross, he gonna do his due diligence.
Incident was that according to Reddit room,
could you use up to $800? Find it at BioLife. Up to $800 is waiting for you.
I was in the back, first turn, but stayed upstairs.
Family with a screenshot of an affidavit later being posted to Reddit that showed J Money telling the police that the shooters were targeting him because he planned on testifying in the murder trial against the Fast Cash members who had allegedly killed Young Key. It seems that J Money never got on the stand though, and the Fast Cash members would end up beating the charges, as they would years later tell in their interview with DGB Media.
So what would you say is one of the biggest life lessons you guys learned?
Man, we went through it together.
Really?
Yeah, it probably was the toughest. It was the toughest situation we probably been through.
Had a little charge. We had a little murder charge.
No, that's not a little charge. That's a major charge.
Yeah. It right there. Like waking up not knowing if you finna come home or not. You know what I'm saying? You telling your folk you finna be home this week. This next court day they sit y'all. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be strong for this.
Yeah.
Both of you guys were charged?
Yeah. What was charged?
But while the war in the streets kept escalating, something would also begin to go wrong in the relationship between Young Dolph and
find out.
In October 2013, Young Dolph would release the song
I'm gonna find out.
Direct shots to someone whose name he was keeping a secret, but whose baby mother he had apparently been intimate with. Based on what Young Dolph would later reveal about his escapades with the mother of Gotti's child, this was seemingly the first of many shots that Young Dolph would take at Yo Gotti. Still in July 2014 though, Dolph would publicly downplay any rumors that there was beef, rapping in the song What's Popping, how everyone keeps asking him what's going on between him and Gotti, but he just wants to talk about the new Porsche he's driving. However, only a month later, he would address the issue head-on during his interview with the legendary radio show host Sway, saying that the true source of tension came from him refusing a record deal with Yo Gotti's CMG label.
But say guy wanted me to do man, come on bro, let's do CMG paper route. It's cool, I'm knocking for that. If I was him, I would have came to me like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But only thing was going to happen behind it was people like, oh, he popped out because of Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Which I can't do that because I got too much of my own time and money. So, like I said,
and I know Gotti respect that. He did the same thing.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
The simmering tension finally exploded into violence at the start of 2015, though its origins ran far deeper than most people realized. And well before the first act of violence, the quiet war between Yo Gotti's CMG and Young Dolph's paper route empire had already begun rippling through Memphis studios and neighborhoods. As the conflict unfolded, attempts to trace who threw the first punch or spilled the first drop of blood always pointed back to Yo Gotti's camp. Had a full year before Dolph ever became a target, and it all came on February the 28th, 2015, during Charlotte's CIAA weekend takeover, a star-studded day
party. Rest in peace, my boy Dexter, man.
Hard label. And the crowd on stage that
I ain't Dexter been gone a minute now, man. That boy Keith done grew up.
Affiliate Clem would look back
one
on
of
that
his little boys should be a teenager, little dick.
YouTube channel.
And the year we was there, that was like in the
midst. You was in the dead end, or you stayed back there by the gate. You stayed by the gate where we used to hoop it on the outside. You stayed by the gate. Yeah. It used to be a goal on the outside. It used to be a goal on the outside. And we used to come up and hoop. I think Keon used to bring his goal sometime. But we used to do some good hooping outside that gate. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was the coldest nigga around there. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I was the coldest nigga around there, man. Nah, he on the hill. He on the hill. I was the coldest nigga around there. I'm gonna tell you, Lil Dex had that bounce. Yeah, the older cat go. Oh, yeah. We use Keon ball. Yeah. I was the coldest nigga around there, though. I'm gonna tell you whoever hooping, though. He thought he was cool. He thought he was hooping, Adam. You remember Adam, bro? He was smooth with his shit. But see, that was his problem. He thought he was too smooth. I remember one day, bro. I don't think you ever heard this story. Me and Lil Dex, we finna go hoop, right? So we going to the Whitehaven Community Center. Nah, what's the church? What's the church behind Whitehaven Methodist Church? The joint on EP. Yeah, Clinker ball too. Man, me and Dex, we coming up range, right? We busted right at the we busted right on we busted right on one of them little side streets, bro. We busted right on one of them little side streets. The police get behind us. They pull us over. They ask for Dex license and shit. Dex to get these folks his license. They come back. They got us out the car. Hey, sir. You know, Dex's last name was Van Hook. And they were like, sir, the guy that's popping up is a white guy. So Dexter busts out laughing. He was like, man, I done had this problem before. He was telling me how his dad was in the military or something like that. He was like, but that's me, sir. My real name is Dexter Van Hook. So it took us about 15, 20 minutes. The police searched the car, had us sitting down. And then, this is a matter of fact, I was out on bond for the charge that I went to the penitentiary for. So I was like, God damn, bro, I don't need these problems. So Dex was like, nah, man, you know the motherfucking truck ran into the blue and yellow store. And Kamal must have had no insurance, or he fuck with the dude because, you know, they supposed to got this store fixed. The truck that he let sit over there and rest at the store ended up bagging into the shit, bro. He couldn't have had insurance. You for sure know me. Yeah, I probably know you too, Mika. I probably done seen you in the valley. You said 2010. I knew I was coming through there. But yeah, man, the police pulled me and Dexter over, man. But I ain't know Dexter had bounce like that. Dexter really had some hops and shit, though, for real. I said it to say that Dexter had some hops, though, man. And Dexter was a good nigga. Man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Dexter was a good. It's a clip on my shorts where I'm hitting the gas, man. I'm like, hold on. I was fucking with Lil Dexter then. Dexter was a real smoker, a real stoner, man. Like for real. And I also tell this story. I told this story before. When Lil Dexter lost his life, man, it's crazy. I'm gonna say this shit crazy. What's this nigga name? Clint? Hey, I think his name Clint anyway. But yeah. when Dexter lost his life, this shit hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. There was one of the people that when like I said, when bro lost his life, that shit hurt my feelings, man. Because at first, I didn't understand. Damn. I had just called, bro. Well, nah, he had just inboxed me his new phone number, right? And I was supposed to hit him up. And then I remember my little nigga that was with me, they were trying to say, he was in the car venting, man. They trying to say I had something to do with the shit. And rest in peace to my little homeboy too, though. So, so he the first person that kind of told me what happened. So, I think I was, I forget where I was at, but I feel like I was out of town. And I got the call, like, you know, Dexter just got killed on the live. And at first, I just felt like a nigga crossed him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, if a nigga done crossed, bro, I don't even want to come back to Memphis. If y'all done robbed, bro, like, that's a nigga that you don't supposed to rob. Like, for real, that's how I feel. You know, anybody can get robbed, but I'm just saying, like, Dexter don't, from my point of view, he don't bother nobody, for real. You know, so if you rob him, and some shit like that happened, I was like, hell nah, bro. I can't come back to Memphis, bro. Memphis is, I know we fucked up in the city, but if that was the case, I don't think I would be staying in Memphis right now, though. I promise you. If he had lost his life behind somebody slam him out, I wouldn't even be staying in Memphis. Because I feel like, you know, we all have our demons. We all have our battles and shit that we go through. But I know deep down, not deep down. For the most part, man, my good outweigh my bad. His good outweigh his bad. So I'm like, damn, if a nigga robbed him, it was his shit. I'm gonna tell y'all, if a nigga robbed and killed him, I was like, damn, I know they don't give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? I know they don't care about you. You know, because I felt like I'm a nigga that don't bother nobody. I'm a man that don't bother nobody. I stay in my own. I ain't trying to hit your girl. I do me. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. I ain't trying to do business with you. I ain't trying to do none of this shit. In real life, once I get off YouTube, I ain't on none of this shit. You heard me? So I'm like, damn. What's your name? I'm sorry, she actually good for. Okay. So I'm like, damn, if they did this shit to bruh, then I know it's ugly. So once I heard what really happened, I could accept it. Like, the details, I was like, damn, my nigga really played. You know, my nigga, it hurt, but I'm like, damn, my nigga really played. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how it's just one of them moments where, you know, he had like a King Von moment. The night he lost, he was just in man, condolences. You know what I'm saying? But from what I heard, you know, him and the dude had some back and forth, and you know, one thing led to another, and it's just one of them situations where I don't think he just left the situation alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, a fight broke out. He might have got the best of somebody, and he still wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying? And the dude he had got into it with shit didn't want to fight no more. So, you know, that's how that shit happened. So I kind of think if the dude did get off, that's how it got off, because, you know, it really was a situation where, you know, it was one of them situations where it just was unfortunate, man. Unfortunate, man. So, man, I miss Dex, though, man. I miss Dex. Dex was a good dude. right, at the dude house. And you know, you just can't. It definitely could have been avoided. You can't just beat nobody ass, man. And you know, nigga take one ass whooping, but two of them back to back. I'm surprised it started out talking about big. He's saying talking about his mental health Gucci. Yeah, I heard him talking about that. He was saying he started writing the book because of Scar though. He was trying to help Scar with his situation.
You got CMG, you got us, you got Tip, and
yeah,
the PRE.
From what? Yeah, this house, you know, nigga really went like my brother said. It could have all been avoided. Just cooler heads. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the issue was, whatever the gripe was. Yeah, he got hit and went across the street. Oh, so this is what I heard. So this part is what I heard. I heard it was a fight. He kind of beat dude up. Then he went across the street. And as he was on his way back over there, that's when dude shot him. As he was on his way back over there. Like he wanted some more. He wasn't satisfied with the way he kicked dude's ass. Right? You know how niggas just get so mad. But I'm gonna tell you something though, bro. Like, it's just like on some real shit, Dexter. I miss dude. Dude was crying out for help though. You know, a lot of shit. I remember, I'm gonna tell you something. I probably ain't never said this before. But bro, at one point, I stopped following Dexter on social media because he was doing so much bullshit on social media. I was like, damn, what my nigga doing? He'd be all in the hospital and he, you know what I'm saying? You know all the shit bro used to do. So I ain't know if it was for attention or if it was just, you know what I'm saying? He was really going through something. So I was like, every time I look up, it'll be some shit. And I'm like, man, what bro doing? So I stopped following him because I ain't want to, you know what I'm saying? I just inbox him and shit. And then sometimes, you know, he'll be on there, he'll say some real shit, nigga holler at him, whoop, whoop, whoop. Before I just follow him, I was like, I ain't understand what was really going on. Yeah, and then, you know, as a nigga got to talking to him, he'll shit, motherfucker just think I be on social media and just be playing and be real shit going on, and woo, and woo, and I was like, damn, bro. So, you'll have to really just talk to him and sit up and chop it up with him. And then, you know, when he moved in a new spot, it was just a lot of shit going on, like you said. It was a lot of shit. But he was ready to explode on somebody. He really needed a outlet. He really needed another outlet, though, man. Because my boy had got to the point, like you said, what he was doing. He you know what I'm saying? His drug of choice, the bar, he washing it down with beer. And you know what I'm saying? But he was a good dude though, man, a good father. That's what I think about brother most. Like, that's what hurt me. When I think about dude, how he was just in his kid's life, a real father though, man. You know, there every step of the way. You know, I go over there, holler at bro. He got one of his sons on the way. He got the other son doing this, the other little boy doing this. You know what I'm saying? This shit would be cool to see him in there with all three of his little dudes in there and all three of them doing something different. But he in there with them. And man, you know, I just hate that shit happened. I heard that, you know, once he passed, somebody broke in his house. Cause you know that nigga they used to keep a lot of guns and man. So I often a lot, man. Even thinking about the situation kind of had me feeling bad. I need to reach out. I don't want to reach out to no nigga ex or wife But I be want to holler at her about the kids and just tap in. And I remember Dex used to tell me the truth. I look up to you though, bro. I look up to you. You know, dude he was going through a lot though. I fuck with Lil Dexter though, man. And I'm probably one of the few niggas that still call him Lil Dexter, was calling him Dexter, Lil Dexter. And he ain't had no issue with it though. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas used to. But Lil Dexter, I'm just so used to calling bro Lil Dex. I'm out here strapped like a motherfucker though. We really was ready to do the whole back and forth watching. We really, my hell yeah. Everybody watching it. Everybody love Lil Dex though. He was one of them motherfuckers. Everybody love Lil Dex though. Dex, I was just trying to think of Lil George. That's who else I saw. Dex and Lil George. You know what I'm saying? Everybody love Lil Dex though. For real, for real.
Clem recalled seeing movement from Dolph's entourage, and moments later, gunfire erupted, hitting Gotti's right-hand man and label vice president Howard Keon Wright.
So we in the club just chilling, but we know me and my people watch everything. And we know they got beef, so we just know something's gonna go down.
And one thing for sure, throughout our growing up, man, we never had no issues with Dexter. Like, none of my niggas never had no. Dex went to school with them niggas too though, but Dex was cool with everybody though. I'm pretty sure a lot of them folk went to Dex's funeral. You know what I'm saying? Like for sure. I know Stupid did. A lot of people went to Dex's funeral that grew up with Dex. You know, everybody grew up with Dex though. Nigga never ever and once have anybody from my neighborhood that I know about ever had issues with Dex. You know what I'm saying? Period. Nigga don't play about Lil Dex. For real.
Just watching, you just see these orange ski masks just creeping through VIP. And then they got up to where Gotti and them was, and all we know, we just heard gunshots. And I think they had shot Gotti's brother, Keon.
For both CMG and PRE, the Charlotte shooting marked the moment that everything changed, setting the stage for years of tension, retaliation.
Yeah, I go. This shit here long though. He did an extensive.
Construction workers just
He
don't
basically ran through the whole PRE,
employee management platform.
Young Dog, and put some Young Mob in there.
Did you recover?
And for you putting out this project now, you're independent now, right? Is this?
No, I'm signed to Endless Entertainment.
Okay, so you are still signed.
Yeah.
See, you said you was independent. You said you wasn't signed.
No, I never told you that.
Okay. Oh no, you're just not signing the money back deal anymore.
Yeah.
How did you get out of that deal?
Man, how you pay the money, sign the contract.
Okay. So you paid to get out of it.
Yeah, he got paid. Yeah.
He got paid.
All right.
But while Newski's murder was heavily associated with Young Mob,
I wonder how they really.
so far has remained
I
unsolved.
wonder how did they work that out. That's a good question too, though. She really asked a damn good question. Bizzle, how you think that worked? Because I feel like this. I feel like Moneybag Yo might have a percentage in this. Just for him being loyal, I think he might be that attraction over there to sign new artists. Hey, you know we got Bag over here, right? So the fact that Endless probably bought Big 30 out of his contract with Bread Gang. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how did that work? How did they go to Bag about that? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or that's still big of them to just keep it business. I wonder how did that work? How did the negotiation work?
However, the next murder would take place only a few months later, and this time, the alleged perpetrators wouldn't ultimately be so lucky.
May have been done out of
In
mutual respect.
2022, Young Mob would allegedly strike again against KSBG, and their target would be yet another rapper, 30-year-old Cheese Dollar, real name Jasper Strick, brother of KSBG member Baby Migo, and the late Young Mob member Lil Migo, aka Corey Shaw, whose murder in 2015 allegedly played a role in causing the split between Young Mob and KSBG. According to a neighbor who witnessed the shooting, the killer moved with purpose, likely knowing the exact target they were.
Flashing blue lights, crime scene tapes surrounding a Harbortown shopping center, an unfamiliar sight on a busy Saturday night around dinner time.
I'm shaken. I'm shaken that my mother, my 85-year-old mother, is running, panting.
Here's what Memphis police tell us took place. Around 7:30, officers showed up after getting word shots were fired inside Tug's Casual Grill. When police arrived, they found 2 off-duty out-of-state officers inside the
Yeah. That's enough of that shit. There's too much going on with that.
First and 5 on your news.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I got to be on this motherfucking platform for the traveler. I got to reach out to these guys when they be doing this shit and just be like, I just want to be the voice of, like, traveler. I understand motherfuckers be saying, you know, hey, it's your job. That's what we getting tricked in. This ain't your motherfucking job. Let's be real. That is not your motherfucking job. That ain't nobody's job to do this shit. Especially when it's open cases. It ain't nobody's job. You know, that's what I feel like. That's just me. I feel like when you push shit out like that and it's detailed and you got millions of like a lot of this shit, you know, you the guy that kind of read transcripts, you read this, you very detail orientated. So I just feel like it'd be a little bit too much. And I know we like to go for the shock value. But what about, yeah, motherfucker, we want to be many detectives. I know we like to go for the shock value, but what about just the dignity? What about they let you know people don't really give a fuck? You know, hey, who are these guys? Y'all, this shit's so detailed that you know who you speaking on at this point. So it's like, if you know what you speaking on and you know these people, at some point, I'm pretty sure he gonna say they arrested and they dealing with a federal RICO case and this. Why the fuck is you going and rehashing this and talking about this? It's so many ways you could have talked about them and talked about all of that. It's bananas. But you see, it's saying like every time, that's why this shit be crazy. But every time I be want to talk about like the shit I grew up around, the niggas, it always be a content creator that'll take it too far. It'll have me like, damn, I don't want to talk about nothing. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I go on. Look at me. Miss T always on somebody's ass. Miss T always on somebody's ass. Look her. Let's clear the air right now. She always on somebody's ass. Let's clear. It's 7 in the morning. She talking about let's clear the air right now.
Pastor and prophet leader in Memphis left people stunned. Many asking, why
Miss
would
T,
anyone kill
let's see
Pastor
Miss T
Ricky?
talking about. She talking about. Who she talking about early morning, man?
And think about how I can get at you in my chat.
Motherfuckers! Motherfuckers!
Okay. Anyways, y'all.
Oh, dog head rat motherfuckers!
You little states. It would be best for you to push on. Okay?
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna walk on eggshells.
Motherfuckers!
My chat. You come up in here with your blazing demonic spirit.
Yes!
That's what you did. You don't know me, so anything that you say about me,
Motherfucker, I'm gonna get you locked up.
especially since I hear who you talk to.
I'm gonna call the detectives on your ass.
Okay?
I know your handle!
It's a damn shame that people cannot get on here and just have fun without evil.
I got police friends!
Trying to come into the chat.
Sucker.
And ruin it.
I'm trying to take care of my dogs. And this Negro keep fucking with me.
They've been talking to somebody else. They don't put them on a mission. That enemy show lurks to see who that they can devour.
I know God real.
But I got an issue when that enemy has focused in on me. Okay, this person, I try to put this person on a, hey,
watch this. Watch this, y'all. Watch this, y'all.
I'm gonna try to put on a, it seems like he been put on a mission now. But it's that enemy that's trying to put folks
I just spoke to her, y'all.
that I got to deal with, because that's the danger.
Look at Miss
That's
Chocolate.
the danger right
Look
there.
at Miss Chocolate.
Because anytime
Look
you
at Miss
focus in on
Chocolate.
the person and you just can't leave them alone,
Look at Miss
that
Chocolate.
person, that's
Look at
what
Miss
happens to
Jones.
young
Look
dogs.
at Miss T over there. Look, you see who just went over there? You see Miss Jones that took her naked, her nappy head ass over there?
Same energy as them people did that took out young dogs. You have to be careful.
Nah, don't what's up me, Miss Chocolate. Don't you what's up me, goddammit.
Just won't leave you alone. They try to put anybody that's weak-minded on you. I shouldn't even be the topic of nobody's conversation, no other vloggers' conversation on here, because I don't mention no other vloggers and don't bother them.
She don't bother nobody,
So
man.
that's a problem and a red zone and a danger if I'm the topic of another vlogger's conversation that you don't hear me mention other vloggers.
Yes.
I mind my own business and do my own thing. That's
Yeah.
scary.
She don't mention shit. I can't lie.
Okay.
Chap.
So I'm gonna say this. Chat Town Finest.
Chat Town Finest.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, you shouldn't have left.
I don't know who has gotten in your head.
Look at little mama over there. Look
But
at
it's
little
best that you
mama.
have your own mind.
Little mama got her ass over there this
It's a
morning.
danger zone being a man.
Look at little mama.
I don't
Hit
fight
the
with
like
men.
button.
I let the police fight.
Look at little mama.
Because I'm going to have to believe
Look at little
that if you
mama.
consistently mess with me, that somebody put you up to do it.
Look at little
Because
mama.
what you did last night was just out of
Look at little mama.
the blue. Not unless you batshit
Yeah,
crazy.
get your ass out of here.
You ain't
get
never
your-
heard me disrespect you.
You get your ass out of here.
You ain't never heard me saying
You get over there with chocolate.
and you pull something
You
out
get
of
your
your
ass over there with little mama.
You did the same thing to me.
You get your ass over there with Angela Real Dotson.
And that hurt that man.
You get your ass up.
He had no issues with you, but somebody put you on a mission to do that.
Yeah, y'all get your ass on over there. How you doing,
This mission ain't
Emerald?
gonna be gravy.
Let me speak to Emerald.
You tell whoever's in your head, I'm gonna abort this mission right now.
There she goes. She
You're gonna
penetrating
have
the
to
shit
find
out of you.
somebody else to use.
She don't play that shit.
Okay. Anyways, y'all. It's
Right. We know he out
I am
here,
Tyrone.
man.
I'm gonna calm down. I'm a
Meaning
man.
information is just
Because
so in
not
depth.
only did he do it in the chat, he came back and commented. You can't
Nah,
lie
take
no
they
more.
wrench. Take they
Don't
wrench.
you ever call me a liar. When I set up and told your
I
ass,
can't take.
I didn't even remember.
I can't take little mama wrench. She the first. She the first. She the first. She my first member.
Unless it was.
So I can't take
unless
her
I made a
wrench.
mistake. I told you.
Now
I
Miss
was thinking in the
Chocolate.
chat.
Miss Chocolate. Miss
Do
Chocolate.
you think that I sit and think about how I can get at you
It's
in my
debatable.
chat?
In my chat. There she go. There she go. You got a wrench or there.
Anybody should have said, well, she misspoke. All the shit that be going through my head while I'm on live. Anyways,
Silencio. Calm down, miss.
some of these people going straight, they don't reap what they sow, but they be put on missions by other people. They still talk to other people, yeah, you know, this, and that.
Shout out to me Real Talk though, man. Me Real Talk. She had to clear the air early this morning. She woke up with this shit on her mind, so she had to get this shit out. But damn, detective, not a blog. I feel you.
It's definitely cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying. So we finna go to this though real quick though, man.
First at 5 on your news leader, the shooting death of a beloved pastor and prominent leader in Memphis left plenty of people stunned, many asking, why would anyone kill Pastor Ricky Floyd? Well, tonight, only on News Channel 3, video showing a portion of what happened the night Pastor Floyd was shot to death. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Hurst.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. WREG has viewed the video provided to us by
this
the
happened
attorney for the woman charged with
a
shooting
couple
Floyd.
months ago. I ain't gonna say last year, but earlier this year.
What's shown and the sensitivity to all involved in this tragedy. But we also believe it's an important part of the story and one you deserve to see.
This was a touchy subject. A lot of people I know, this was a touchy subject. And, you know, really wasn't talking about the pastor, you know what I'm saying, just watching it and just trying to get y'all opinion on it. But the trial started yesterday. So I was going to get into the trial a little bit.
Here's WREG investigator April Thompson.
Plenty of speculation surrounding the shooting of Pastor Ricky Floyd
I seen Tony
outside
Allen.
Mama's Bar and Kitchen March 12th.
Tony Allen got locked up in Arkansas. I don't know what the fuck Tony Allen doing with that white boy, but whatever he was doing with that white boy, it just looked guilty. Ain't no way you supposed to be riding that big goof ass white boy. The fuck is you doing with that white boy?
Appears to be some of the final moments of Pastor Floyd's life. It shows the Tahoe truck he is in putting on brakes. Pastor Floyd getting out, walking toward the person shooting the video as they yell to back up.
I'm backing back 3 times now. When I do that, you know, please back the up.
Back up. Then the video drops out. WREG sat down with the attorneys for Samantha Marion, charged with shooting Pastor Floyd to death. They say the video speaks for itself.
The video does not capture the gunfire that would have taken place.
He kind of looked like the man. It's crazy.
Later.
But ain't that some shit when you look like him?
Him approaching her aggressively after being told several times to stop and that he should not be, walking up on her like that.
Keith Perry says his client, Samantha Marion, was behind the camera shooting the video. And it came
he do look
after
like the nigga. What you mean?
That night,
Shit,
got
I
into
just
a
noticed
religion discussion with Pastor Floyd inside the bar. Perry says when everyone was leaving, Pastor Floyd walked toward Marion, and the man got between them.
He stands in front of Reverend Floyd. He's knocked to the ground.
She might get out depending on how many times she shot him.
His head hits the pavement. He becomes a little stunned or dazed. Reverend Floyd then takes the telephone of Miss Marion and he throws it to the ground and he hurled a couple of insults or what have you, and then starts to walk off.
That's when he says Samantha Marion picks up her phone and starts videoing the license plate of the truck, since she had never met Floyd before. That's where the video picks up.
You mean tell me that man don't look like him?
He was upset with Mrs. Marion.
You don't favor him?
He fought through 2 individuals to get to her, and watching him storm from the vehicle and
I ain't trying to be silly. I just recognize.
His intentions was definitely not to give her a hug and say, "Hey, let's work this out." But he had aggression in his heart and in his mind.
WREG acknowledges that this is only one piece of video from that
So
night.
y'all see how that go. Now we're gonna get into this a little bit.
We didn't say.
Defense called Latasha Daniels.
Oh no, this is something different, y'all. I'm tripping. Woman. Man, I don't know what this shit is. This lady is accused of shooting the Memphis pastor. Woman accused of shooting Memphis pastor and his wife testifies on her behalf, on her own behalf. Is that right? I used to be in her chat when the dog. What going on, Miss Aletha? Give me her chat. I hated when some of the chat started turning against her in the beginning and then they started trolling terribly. Good morning. Man, I thought this was the same damn thing, man. I don't know what this is. I think I ain't do right, y'all. Y'all know who the hell this is? Top of the morning. Do y'all know who this is? I done pulled up some whole nother other shit. Let's see what it's about real quick, though.
You raise your right hand. You swear I'm trying to tell the whole truth. Yes, ma'am. All right, you may have a seat.
Well, it happened in Memphis. I thought I was on to something, goddammit.
Can you please state and spell your name?
Latasha, Latossia. Daniels.
BigTruDat started out cutting up when he called himself imitating her.
Before we get into all of the allegations here.
Go to the mob pad, CEO Jizzle joint, true.
No.
Is this a comfortable situation?
Not at all.
Please let me know if you need anything. I want to talk to you about, first,
Riverside helps with the entire process of making a podcast. From
I think that's the same trial. That's his wife.
Automatically from your podcast to share with
your child.
It's just they got it worded wrong. Woman accused of shooting Memphis pastor, and his wife testifies on her own behalf.
My father was retired military and a minister, and my mom, she was my mother.
Was your biological father the man that you call Dad?
No, I was raised by my stepfather, and so I called him father, and my biological father I called Papa.
Now, your dad you lived with, right? What did he do for a living?
Once he retired from the military, he was,
I don't know what
my
this
knowledge,
is.
he worked at MM Combs, and he retired from there.
Counseling session.
I did.
Did he say that he would come do a second counseling session?
He did.
When you had your second counseling session,
Even direct messaging, he would then tell me, go to this, it went from cigars to bourbon.
did you read that book?
I did.
Since all of this has happened, have you had time to really retrospectively consider your relationship with Burtis?
Mm-hmm. To bring him, to go buy him something to eat and to get it stopped.
At that point in time, were you pretty...
And I love you all so
She
much.
looks like
I
the
wish I
actress
could
of Why Did
love myself as much
Fools
as I
Fall in
love you
Love?
all. Please take care of my fellas and always remind them of my love for them. I'm not being selfish. I just don't know how to continue bearing the pain I have felt for over 25 years of my life. With each loss, hurt, disappointment.
It's just the same damn
I
case.
experienced through
Cause I'm
the years,
confused.
it only added to my current state of mind. I thought I could continue to push through and be strong, the strong Tasha everyone know, but I can't. I'm weak.
She looked like Sunshine from Harlem Night.
Over the past year and a half, I thought I would bounce back. I prayed consistently, but I guess God no longer hears my prayers since I wasn't doing His will. I'm not perfect. I've messed up so many times in my life. The thing I wanted to be the most successful in, I messed up not once but twice. Well, really 3 times. I don't believe that.
I'm gonna tell you who she also look like. She kind of look like a LaToya Luckett a little bit too. I don't know who this shit about though, so we're gonna get off of this later.
You were at that at 3:14 p.m.?
Yes.
You wrote all this shit?
Where did you leave that?
I left it in my phone because I knew my little sister would find it because she helped me with my appointments. And that's the phone she used for making my appointments.
I'm gonna have to watch this alone. I don't really know what's going on. I don't think this. I think this some shit. This ain't the same case. This is something else. But
I drove
see what's going on.
to Sherwood to go purchase a gun.
Why did you go purchase a gun?
Because I didn't have my other one.
What was the purpose?
You know what it was to put the work in.
To end my life, and I felt like that was gonna be the best way to do it.
When you went to that store, were you buying a gun to kill yourself, or were you buying a gun to kill someone else?
I was buying a gun to kill myself. I had a whole plan.
Woman accused of shooting Memphis pastor. Nah, this the goddamn lady that killed everybody. Yeah, I'm talking about.
My son lived with me.
No, I ain't reading this shit wrong. Woman accused of shooting Memphis pastor and his wife testifies on her own behalf.
How far away from Little Rock was that park?
Jacksonville might be about a 20-minute drive from my home.
Jacksonville.
And the reason why I chose that was because that's where Brodus was. He wasn't from Jacksonville, Arkansas, but the Jacksonville part of it was attached to him. And the name of the park was Johnson Park, which was attached to my second ex-husband. And then Ray Road, my daddy's middle name was Ray. So
you hear this shit?
I just associated with all the pain from the men in my life. And so that's where I was gonna go.
How did you go there?
I was gonna drive.
She bullshitting.
In my car. It's from my home it would have been straight down 440.
Is that an interstate?
Yes.
What happened while you were driving to Johnson Park?
As I was driving, I saw the Memphis exit. And so then I was like, go talk to him, Tasha. Just go let him see you. Go see why. And that's what I did. I just drove so I can see him face to face and hope that I can get something from him besides the fact that he broke up with me with a disappearing text. And as I was driving, he did text me, and as he was telling me that he still loved me. So I was trying to just figure out what was going on.
What did you do after you saw the...
This is a lady that killed another pastor, though. Not the pastor I was thinking, though.
Where did you go?
This ain't the Ricky Floyd shooting, though.
Where I knew he would possibly be, which was a lounge. I guess it's in a downtown...
Oh, this is it.
At the time, I think it was a fairly new lounge that he, when he...
So he was a player.
Mississippi Boulevard.
Oh.
Did you go to the pocket?
This is it.
Goes to the pocket on Thursday?
Yes.
Wait a minute,
Remember what time you arrived?
I don't. I just know it was dark, and I know that I
circled
around for approximately 30 minutes trying to find a parking spot because I didn't know that you couldn't park on the street. That everything down there was paid.
Oh.
Just to back up for a second, when you went to the gun store to buy the
What they mean by his wife, though?
What did you take with?
That's what's confusing, though. Woman accused of shooting Memphis pastor. That's the crazy part. Who was that rough-looking lady at first?
And my debit card.
Where was your purse?
I guess I had left it at home.
I think this is shit.
Did you bring just necessities with you to the gun store?
Yes.
And you left the gun store right after you finished purchasing the gun, right?
Yes.
How did you select the gun?
I went with what was the cheapest that was on. They have a wall that has all the guns, the names, and the prices, and I just chose the cheapest one.
How did you select ammunition?
Whatever the guy told me to get, I got it. Because I was about to walk out the store till he was like, do you need do you need ammunition? I was like, oh yeah, and so he told me whatever he recommended. I was like, yes.
And did you see on the video where he was showing you different types
Whatever
of
gonna make it go bang.
Is that what he was saying?
Right. And I told you couldn't hear, but I was like, I don't know. Just whatever you tell me.
When you left the gun store, what did you do with the gun?
I think it was still in the bag. I went home because I did.
You can tell that's a weed. You don't see that shit. You don't
wanted to leave my son something.
Alright, that's
So I
weed.
stopped at the ATM and got out whatever money I could get. And so when I got home, I put that in his room, and then
You must didn't get out too much money at the ATM.
I changed clothes, and I dumped some bullets out on the bed and just grabbed a handful of them and took the gun and left the house.
What did you do with the handful of bullets on the gun?
Once I got in my car, because I was trying to hurry up and leave because I didn't want him to come home while I was there, I loaded the gun in my car. And once whatever was left over, I put everything into my coat pocket that was sitting in the passenger seat.
I can see it.
Now
She must be putting it. She must got ready from jail.
downtown.
So if she got ready from jail, she did.
I started walking in the direction in which I knew the lounge was. And once I got on the street, I started walking.
Oh, so this something different, y'all.
I actually saw.
Okay. Alita know what Pastor Perry was supposed to be counseling her about her marriage. Started an affair. She went to his house, talked to his wife. He wouldn't admit to the affair, so she pow-powed him. Y'all be sure that she a good actress. She went from crying to talking straight real fast. Oh, so she was having marriage problems. They both was each other's side pieces. So he was in it for the thrill and she was in it for real. So she felt like she had met her husband, her getaway from her husband. So obviously he didn't want to, he jumped out there, he did too much. So she was going to bring it to his wife for him to come clean. Hey, listen here. This is what's going on between me and your husband. This is what's going on between me and your husband. And he need to tell you the truth. Okay, crazy. Right. But the pastor bullshit too. Now listen, pastor. I'm gonna say this, man. Unless ain't no unless. But this goddamn lady must have a goddamn. She just must be blessed. You know what I'm saying? She must have a lot going on. He must just really couldn't pass up the opportunity. But talking to her, you should know that she was going through some shit, right? So you should hear that she was, just not stable. You know what I'm saying? He should have known that she want all that counseling. He should have known that this shit wasn't gonna end bad. This shit was gonna end bad. Y'all just said she was sunshine. Y'all just said she looked like sunshine, remember? So it's making us, it's all coming back to me now. Y'all just said the lady had sunshine. And what did the man do on there? Honey, I ain't never coming home. But this pastor, He didn't do that. He didn't do that. He said, hey, listen, I got a good thing going on here. It was just some counseling I was doing. But y'all just, it got out of hand. It was some counseling that got out of hand. And she put a gun in hers.
And I walked past him.
Were there any rules?
I said, Latoya, look, y'all said the lady look like sunshine.
When you saw him in public?
Yes, I was not to approach him.
Y'all said the lady look like Lady Heroin.
He may have in his company, so I was not to approach him. But if he acknowledged me, then I can have
other side
talk to
pieces
him.
in the church. Yeah, y'all said the lady look like Lady Heroin,
Yes.
not me.
Did he acknowledge you?
Yes.
You actually walked
I walked past him, and so he said, "So you just gonna walk past me and not say anything?"
At that point in time, did y'all engage in a conversation?
Yes.
After you talked with Brodus, what?
She said she got a pimp down there where they from. The pimp pastor.
Well, we decided that
Pimpin' pastor.
because his thing was I still wasn't wanting to be on board with him and this non-monogamy and have been able to see other women. So we came to I told him, well, we still haven't told Tab. You've always said something about telling Tab.
So he was trying to be open with her. We still haven't told
He said,
Tab.
okay, we'll tell Tabitha. He told me to go to the apartment and just talk to her about tennis until he got there, and that once he was there, we would tell her. He had to go to his boss house to drop off something. And so he gave me a backstory as to what to tell her if she asked me while I was in town. And we left. But before leaving, we came to the resolve that once we told Tabitha about the relationship, we had a trip that was planned to go. We was going to Kentucky. If she said yes, then that would be a new start, a fresh start. But if she said no, then that would be the trip that we would end.
We would end.
Did Brodus indicate to you that he was going to tell Tabitha while y'all were at the apartment?
Yes.
About your relationship?
Yes.
Man, look, that been a thing for. That's why you think. I'm gonna say this. Why you think a man, like if you notice, like they say in life, the man's supposed to be the head of the household, right? So how is it when you go to church, a woman, you'll have some women who, the pastor, how the fuck if you listening to the pastor more than you listening to me, and your ass need to stay in the pulpit, That's why Sister Betty, Sister Benny, Sister Johnson. That's why them goddamn sisters and them them ushers get to looking good because these wives go to church. I'm seeing it now and get to spending all their money with the pastor. They the damn secretary and the pastor. You listen. Well, the pastor said this, and when you get to listening to the pastor more than your husband and your dude, it's a problem. Cause the pastor ain't nothing but a pimp. The pastor ain't nothing but a pimp. That's what y'all need to work, So that's the first sign of disrespect, goddammit. You go to church, you don't listen to nobody else, but then you go to church, you want to listen to this pastor who collecting money, this man who collecting money from everybody. You listen to him more than the man in your household, the pastor. Man, get your ass over there, man.
I didn't know.
What would you have been able to continue a relationship with Brodus if you had done that?
No.
So I want to talk to you then about when you left downtown, okay? Where did you go?
I put in the
Note to
address that
self:
he had
pastors
given me,
are pimps, and
and
deacons
so
and
that
bishops are
address did say
assistant pimps.
Collierville. I didn't know how far away it
I'm
was.
just
or anything.
saying,
I just
man.
placed it in the GPS.
You bullshit when your gal, your wife listening to the pastor too much. That's a recipe for disaster.
I know it was late. I just remember when we were there and we were talking. I remember the news coming on.
Especially when,
Probably around 9 o'clock.
you know, the pastor getting all the goddamn benefit.
So
He getting this shit. He getting paid. He getting a little wound. He ain't got to deal with your ass, but on Sundays, he get the collection. He get to take a collection plate. He get to send your ass back home. He get to tell your husband. He get to preach to your husband on Sundays. Stay out my business. He get to scorn you. Man, the pastor got it made. If you think about it, don't let him be one of them fly motherfuckers who work out and shit like that, who ride in the Bentley chains and shit on. They damn near, you know, a man who got them away with words, hey, he could be diabolical. And that's what they do. So you got I'm about to join the missionary family shit. The missionary family. I'm about to join the missionary family. See, I don't even know what that is. Big John, what is the missionary family?
Little Rock, Arkansas at approximately 5 o'clock, right?
What is that?
Drove to downtown Memphis.
Sounds freaky.
Yes.
That takes about
What is
2.5
that?
hours.
Yes.
How long would you say that you were
The
talking with
missionary
Rhoda?
family. What is the missionary
We
family?
talked for a while because I remember the valet pulling the car up a ways and getting out and just because he was sitting in there waiting on him and we never did, so he just
Gonna join the church.
and we continued to talk.
Are you ready to be a sister wife?
You
She
left
finna join the church. Okay then, Miss John.
to Collierville.
Yes.
What
That's
did you
why I
do
got
when you
divorced
arrived
from
at
the
the apartment?
church. I felt that I was getting
I
pimped.
circled around because
I been said this, man. We in the church. I fool with. Listen, man. I love God. A lady, madam. I love God. I love being around other believers, but it's just the whole. It's just that whole church thing, man. That just, you know, kind of throw me off. I ain't gonna lie. It's that whole, I told you how my pastor did. I just got out of jail from doing 7 years and you need to pay your tithe. Motherfucker, I ain't got $20. You talking about pay your tithe. I just did 7 years, man. Let me tell these folks thank you for praying for me. Let me get up here and say, hey y'all, I appreciate y'all. I'm Miss Dawson's grandson and you know, thank God for holding me down for 7 years. I like to thank Pastor Payne, Brother and Mr. Smith for praying for me, you know, sending me little shit for every now and then. I definitely appreciate that. Man, thank my grandmother, man. I just appreciate my grandmother for holding me down, man. I love that lady there. My aunties, my uncles, just the whole church with a family touch. And I appreciate y'all, man. You know, it's been a church that I've been around since I was. You see how I would have came? Y'all see how I would have came? How improv that shit? Y'all see what I mean? But I didn't get that chance. They stole my joy. You know, they stole my joy. And I've been around some of them goddamn sinners for a long time, man. You know, I had been around some of them sinners since I was a little boy. And when I got out for doing them 7 years, and I wasn't able to tell the church, thank you, they let me know, wasn't nobody praying for me, goddamn. Wasn't nobody praying for me in that church but my family. So, hell no, this ain't a church. Damn, I paid more tithes than. So, this ain't a goddamn church that I need to be constantly indulging in. I'm talking about the first 2 Sundays I came back to church. That's all that man want to talk about. Dawson, you need to be paying them tithes. You can come on paying some tithes, man. Put something in my pocket, man. God damn, take up a collection for me, Pastor. That's what I was thinking. I had my mind fixed on a collection plate. 7 years, grew up in this church. Take up a little collection for me, goddammit. Pass the hat around. I'm being for real though. I wanted them folks to pass the plate around for me though. That's all. Pass the plate around. One time. And it be so many plates going around in this big ass church that they could have passed one plate for me. I guarantee you would have got me in church the whole year. But they ain't want to do that. Them folks didn't fuck with me. I had to excommunicado. That's all good though. Man, folks didn't fuck with me over there though. It's all good. My time, CEO Jizzle. Let me see what they talking about. If y'all ain't seen the me and BigTruDat, me and CEO Jizzle interview, man, y'all go check that out. Go check it out. I remember I ran the CEO Jizzle.
Broad daylight near A.W. Willis Avenue.
I ran the CEO Jizzle out there interview at the mall. He was with a couple more rappers from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? They was in there, definitely on go mode. They were doing a little shopping, had a couple shows to do. I actually saw one of the young men that I kind of did what was dealing with from a work-based standpoint. He was with one of them. So I ran into Jizzle then as well, though. So for y'all that haven't seen the interview with me and CEO Jizzle, y'all go check it out. All right, Alita, hopefully everything go well with you. Appreciate you tuning in for a second. Thank you, love.
Front Street in downtown Memphis Saturday morning has some Bluff City residents wondering if the National Guard coming will change the city's crime reputation.
No, it ain't gonna bring the change that we need to see, but it might help with the crime a little bit. But change, it's gonna take more than some police to come down here for to change the city.
We're going to Memphis.
Yeah, Todd, right now they're setting up for a concert behind me on Beale Street. It's a place where tourists come from all over the country, all over the world even, especially now during Elvis Week. But the city is grappling with a crime wave that's made it, as you mentioned, one of the most deadly in the country. Memphis is the homicide capital of America.
Listen, I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave this. I told this story before. The worst thing I ever did was in church it was me and this girl. We was writing. You know how y'all used to write on the envelopes? We was writing on the envelopes. The pastor was preaching one day. This same goddamn pastor, we were younger though. We were writing on the envelope. So, me and her snuck out of service and went down there to the bread room. And I was tearing her ass up in the bread room. Real talk. I was tearing her, and we got this lady, Beth. Her name Beth. I don't know if Beth's still alive, but she was like the usher type security guard and all that old shit. So, my Beth, open up the door on us. And it's pitch black in there, motherfucker. I had to push the door back over. Whoa. So she's like, what y'all doing? I done had, man, I'm getting my hair braided. You know damn well I ain't getting my hair braided in no pitch black room. But I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is Beth doing? This shit just started getting good. And Beth bullshitting. So we go back up to church. So look, we go back up and service. Man, I'm gonna tell you, see, like the whole goddamn service, the pastor was preaching to me. I'm like, this shit gonna tell him? So I had to go up to the altar. You know how they go to the altar. I had to go up to the altar, but I felt so goddamn bad. But I ain't gonna lie, I had to go up to the altar, but I need to go to the altar, but I needed some goddamn. This is one day I need the goddamn hands laid on it for real. So I mean, but you know, I definitely was a teenager. But yeah, damn, knocking boots in the house. Nah, I went. I was. You know, the church was above us, so technically, you know, we wasn't technically in the church. You know what I'm saying? We was in a part of the church. You know, we was in the storage room. You know, it was, you know, I'm trying to justify it. You know, I could see if we would have been, you know, like really like, I guess we was in the church now. I'm saying, you know, hey, it happened. But the Lord say no sin is greater than the next. So just because I was in the church, what I seen, you know, the shit I seen, Miss Jones, you ain't no better. How about that? So you need to get your ass out these chats. You see what I'm saying? Because I done seen the devil's work. I done seen the devil's work. I done seen the devil's playground. Yeah, I was in the church, but I done seen the devil's work. You see what I'm saying? And I know, you see what I'm saying? So we ain't just gonna jump on me too much, Miss Jones. You back off. You back off now. You back off. Because these people don't know.
And the numbers back it up.
This morning, the green light has been given to the National Guard and other federal law enforcement to be sent to Memphis, Tennessee.
Not you a pile.
Kind of savagery to destroy our society anymore.
President Trump late yesterday established a task force
I ain't said shit.
on crime.
I ain't said shit. The world don't know nothing. I'm just talking. It's content. You told me that. It's content.
DEA, ICE, Homeland Security investigations, and the U.S. Marshals.
We shouldn't have to walk out the door feeling like we're in a militarized zone. That's right. This is not the Gaza Strip.
FBI figures show Memphis ranks first in the country in the rate of violent crime.
It could have been anywhere. Anywhere.
To keep fighting crime.
You were bold and out of control.
Defenders off the streets.
So leave it alone.
So he was watched on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Looking at him.
Oh, he got Stan G on her.
You know what I'm saying? In Memphis. You know what I'm talking about? So CEO Jizzle really got to get out for him.
Now what am I gonna do? With Connect Team, you'll ditch binders and...
You remember. Stop acting like Miss Jones.
With the action, with the Bible speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Came back like I'm King Tut. Go BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10.
I ain't told shit. What you talking about? This content. I ain't told your business. You know what you did on Cypress Channel. That's all I'm talking about, me, John. Damn, be cool. Oh, that one lightweight. I gotta tell somebody about this then. Since it was lightweight. Since that one shit, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell Bizzle what it was for real. Since y'all old Valley Forge buddies, since y'all Valley Forge buddies, since y'all true, what you talking about, Willis? Shit. I'm gonna tell Bizzle. Bizzle Beats. Y'all Valley Forge buddies. I'm gonna let him know what I'm talking about. You know. Nah, you know I ain't. I'm just talking. Go check out Cypress Channel, man. I'm only talking about Cypress Channel, man. I don't know shit about me, John. How many shots was that? Here's my boy.
So try to imagine this. It's just another ordinary night in Memphis. A packed arena, flashing lights everywhere. The entire crowd vibing, trying to escape whatever is waiting outside those arena doors. But right there, inside of the FedEx Forum, the same stadium that Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies.
I think he had to delete it, true. Okay.
And in between the bass and the bass line, the night would change from ordinary.
Valentine's Day, I got you. I'm gonna get this channel a blessing. Okay, then.
Police rush the floor, and somewhere in the VIP section, somebody is hit. A high-profile shooting inside one of the biggest, if not the biggest,
he deleted
in the city, in front of thousands of people. And by the next morning, the footage is everywhere. News channels, social media, rumor pages, all asking the same question. What really happened at the arena that night, and how was somebody able to get a gun inside? But for some in Memphis, I'm sure
that wasn't question.
Some wild twist.
How do you think the gun was got into the Forum?
And probably looked at as business as usual. Another night and another reminder that the violence that the city has been trying to bury keeps showing up where the lights are the brightest.
Security.
Arrest has been made in that shooting that happened inside the FedEx Forum earlier this month. This was all during a Lil Baby concert. You might recall it left a Memphis rapper injured.
Fox 15's Lakia Scott is joining us live. Lakia, you have more information about the person who's been arrested?
That's correct. I'm learning the suspect's name is Kevin Young. He is 22 years old. According to police, he goes by the name Kato.
I'm going to set a reminder.
Now, you may recall that shooting happened here at the FedEx Forum about 3 weeks ago.
I bet you ain't going to be sitting in front of your gal. Because you just told these folks the other day you was single. I mean, you was booed up. You didn't want to talk. Yeah, when baby was near, yeah, they had nothing to say. But now when you can type away. Yeah, I get y'all. You and Elwood. Elwood talk his shit. Elwood get in that motherfucking chat and Elwood turn up. And Elwood be right there beside his girl. Yeah.
Now, police went to an address Wednesday in the 2000 block of Doncaster Road and arrested Young. Also dug into Young's
go back to the line.
Shelby County record.
Okay then. See. Hold on, Miss John. Go back and watch our interview, Miss John.
Young is charged with reckless endangerment.
I'm on the world where he's speaking. We had a little interview, and you had people speaking about his smile. Ooh, he got a smile. He got a smile. Look at the smile. So they got to asking him, was he single and shit? Nah, he got to looking to the left and shit. He really don't want to answer. You know how a nigga be. Nah, he really want to say nothing. Nah. Baby right there. Then I was like, damn, Bizzle. Unless they done broke up over the weekend. So I'm like, damn, Bizzle, damn, what's up with the interview? You know, baby. Okay, it makes sense, you know. So now, You know.
Possession of a weapon in a public place. He also faces 9 deadly weapons possession charges to commit a crime and charges of 9 unlawful weapons charges. Now there were a couple of drugs.
So your gas finna let you. So you mean tell me, come Valentine's Day, baby finna let you sit in this chat, let Miss Jones turn up allegedly. And she been let you and Miss Jones comfort. Yeah, Miss Jones, just like that. Damn, you got a good one. You got a good one. You got a real good one.
We've also looked into Young's priors. Now, one that stood out.
She ain't doing up doing ass. I'm talking to her, baby. I don't know.
Charge linked to the murder case of a 17-year-old. We'll hear more from the DA about that case coming up in a moment. But I did speak with people who frequent this downtown area who say they heard about the FedEx shooting and they're tired of battling the same problems.
But here's the thing, though. What happened inside of that arena that night wouldn't just echo through Memphis.
I know you doing what?
It came at a time when the city's murder rate, aggravated assaults, and viral shootings were most likely discussed at the FBI's 2024, 2025 violent crime strategy meeting. And to federal
let her know she got both. Let her know she got double the crowd. She got both out here. Y'all gonna show her ass.
Repeat names and a revolving door of arrest, with the goal of those meetings not to just apprehend criminals, but also to make examples. And through those new federal initiatives,
she got men and women watching. Y'all gonna show the fuck
will soon emerge on their list. Allegedly one of the city's most notorious and violent repeat offenders. And it would be through these exact initiatives drafted that they would use to make him the federal face card.
I see them X's on the wall, nigga. I know where we at, nigga. Fuck you trying to...
In the gates.
See them X's on the wall, nigga. You know where we at, nigga.
My gal, my dog, for sure. Yeah, you see what that means.
X's on the wall, nigga.
Here they go. Here they go.
He like in the gates, duh. See them X's on the wall, where we at? Be we here? Yeah. I ain't no shit, I just try to see what them folks out here, man. Folks out here, man. I'm gone, man.
These folks just got the shooting. These folks just got the shooting at the concert in Memphis. Now, out of all the cities we go to, Memphis. This shit. They shot who? Who they shoot?
Shooting it took me go shine.
Who they shoot?
You're my friend as well as my mate.
What the? These folks that got that gun in the arena for.
Soon as you hit the he pulled it, he out of here.
Black love.
He on the ground, they stomping, they done ran over.
What the? Insane.
It's right here, nigga.
Yes, y'all. Memphis is ghetto. We've been on this tour the whole time, and today they want to shoot. It ain't been a shootout in one of these shows.
So many of the folks, when I seen Young Mom, I seen all the cliques down there, paper route, everybody was down there on the floor.
I'm on live.
Young Mom.
But I ain't lie though, I don't know, bro. I just been lit, like, I'm for sure. Whenever my time comes, I'm going down in the history book. I'm telling you, I'm going down Memphis history for sure. I feel like you talented. Now look, bro. I went live. I just got live on both of my Instagram. Bro, I went live. This just unreleased. Them folk blocked both of my channels. I can't go live to change with. They say I promote violence. That's how I promote violence. I was just listening to my music. What you was saying while you listened to your music? I was rapping the song. I was saying what the song was saying, the lyrics. So they had some graphic few things in there. I can't remember. I don't know what song I was listening to.
Now, nobody is really gonna ask why the feds specifically chose Memphis, because the assumption feels too easy. It's violent, end of story. But that assumption kind of hides the part that really matters, because even those that really feel like they understand the city's violence don't realize how sharply it changed and how fast. So for 20 years, Memphis was set aside what locals would learn to accept as its normal danger zone, somewhere between 150 to 230 murders per year. Still one of America's deadliest cities, but kind of a danger that people would learn how to navigate. And then 2020 hit. Most major cities would see an increase in violence as the world would begin to open back up. But Memphis would take it to another level, because the numbers wouldn't really just rise, they would explode. And it would be a shift so sharp that even a city that was used to danger could kind of feel the difference. Whatever balance once existed, most violent year in Memphis history, 2023, where the city would record nearly 400 murders, 397.
397 murders.
Year the city has ever recorded. And it seemed like what would once shock the streets would become routine. So it's not like Memphis slid into violence. It jumped and it never came back down. And just to put it, when we're talking about that time frame in general, the state of Tennessee's 2021 permitless carry law wouldn't help one bit. It was like pouring gasoline into a volcano. And disputes that probably used to simmer down over time would start to end with somebody's family planning a funeral. And that violence before the pandemic that once felt familiar will become
2 hours. 2 hours, 37 minutes.
Memphis will become
got a little while long. Will it keep it going?
Become a national warning sign. Proof that the threat wasn't just somewhere else. And eventually, Washington, D.C. noticed, and that's when the federal government would announce a new plan.
The Memphis Police Department is highlighting 2 bold new initiatives to keep fighting crime and to get repeat offenders off the streets. Our Sydney Gray learned more about its aggravated assault prolific offender initiative. She joined
Jump in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about the Trap Lord Raw.
When we first heard about this aggravated assault prolific offender initiative.
Then this is Mob Tide, Jalen CEO Jizzle Johnson. What did happen? My bad, guys. What's your type of conversation, man? We watching CEO Jizzle. We watching this CEO Jizzle. The document. We done talked about a couple things this morning, actually, though, brother. What shit is? Hold on, y'all. Is this my shit? Thanks for password. Keys, okay. What you think so far, True? I mean, that's not cool. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Problem. He also says it's a community effort and encourages people to speak up when they see something. In studio, Sydney Gray, back to you.
At 10. This initiative bolsters that effort by leveraging every resource that we have within the department to seek and apprehend these violent offenders. New at 10, Memphis police cracking down on repeat offenders with 2 initiatives aimed at keeping these crooks off the streets. The department says it's already getting results. In fact, since January, aggravated assaults are down 16%.
So when the federal government steps into a city, everything changes. Memphis was no longer just a local crime problem. It will become a federal test case. Not
OG Percy. I seen something on OG Percy. It cool, bro. It wasn't just, you know what I'm saying? It cool. Cool.
not because violence was new there, but because the people driving it kept showing up in every case. The aggravated assault initiative wasn't designed to wait for bodies. It was built to cut the chain reaction early.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for any.
OG Percy gave his great interview all the time. OG Percy. She was this OG Percy Charleston White real quick, y'all. I saw something that was interesting. I thought they had made up, but it seemed like they got a little never-ending feud, man. We finna see the Lil John Cripps dude. Yeah, we going back to Lil John Cripps. Lil John Block. See, they were just kicking shit 2 months ago. Charles White talk about OG Percy, OG him viral. Because this how it started.
Good morning. We talking to the OG Empty Pockets.
OG Empty
Pockets.
Pockets.
To the motherfucking OG Empty Pockets this morning. OG no cash out. OG no bank account. Where y'all at this morning? OG can't touch the thermostat. Big homie with no job. That's your new name, nigga. Big homie with no job. Yeah, big homie with no job. Come on down, bro. Big homie with no job. Where you going, man? Yeah.
Sweaty guy, what it do?
Big homie don't pay taxes. Yeah, where you at, big homie? Yeah, OG not on the lease. OG not on the lease. That's your nigga new name, boy. That's OG not on the lease.
OG Empty Pockets.
Yeah. That's OG at the park. What's up, OG at the park? We gotta start identifying these niggas for what they is. Say, that's OG live with his mama. Yeah, I say, what's up, OG live with his mama? Yeah. Nah. OG live with his mama. What's up with it? Say, OG, I see you live with your grandmama. I live my grandmama house. Granny grass.
OG is the
small ass house with all them cardinals out there. Yeah, all them cardinals outside the granny house. Don't nobody own the car. Say, show a big house. Show a big pretty house. I told you don't wake up in a big pretty house. Yeah. OG not on the lease. Yeah. That's his new name. OG not on the lease. What's up, cuz? OG on disability. Yeah, OG on disability. OG get a disability check. Say, what's up, OG? OG on disability. Yeah, y'all come on in this morning, man. We talking to all the OG niggas. OG with no life insurance. Man, listen, OG can't go to the bank. That's OG can't go to the bank. Say, nigga, that nigga is a triple OG. Nigga, I remember that nigga. Man, that nigga that killed 4 niggas who he home now. When OG can't go to the bank, come home. Nigga, OG can't go to the bank, been home. Oh, good, take me over there to see him. They say he down at the park. Nah, man, OG can't go to the bank.
They said Charleston White sent a picture of his private part to the main mama. So do you condone that as well?
That's OG can't go to the bank. What? OG, say listen, OG won't get nothing for Christmas. I'm sorry, OG. What y'all gonna get for Father's Day? Oh, I can't wait till this Father's Day, boy, cause I got all kind of gifts coming. God dang. Who I'm gonna celebrate? You gonna celebrate Father's Day. The bitch ass.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room. Okay. All right.
And say he's smoking on his dead brother.
OG Percy, aka Clean D.
He would have been with the maggots in the ground. I know he didn't do no shit like that. Yeah, ain't no rule to it.
Well,
I don't think they was warring though.
A lot has.
You know, I don't think they was warring at this point, Charleston White. I think OG Percy feel like Charleston White mad because he was on Say Cheese. So he just attacked him at this point, you know, just for content purposes.
Transpired in the news. Charleston White.
Nah, there ain't no rules right there though, Bizzle. Nigga don't do no shit like that. Nigga don't send no dick pictures to your mama. Especially when you almost 50. It is. Nigga don't do that. Hell nah. That's pervert shit.
Like he's back on his BS.
Not your mama, nigga send one to your gal if that's the case.
But
your grown sister
is the same as it always been with Charleston. No surrender, no retreat. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Charleston for the opportunity he gave me to even get on his platform. I appreciate everything he did. I can't go tit for tat with him. I see he back at it.
Nah, you just said get on his ass. Make up your mind.
And I know the reason why. And it shows.
You know, I know that ain't cool, but they truly,
get along. That's the hard part. I'm not gonna act like he tough, cause he already know what it is, man.
Man, they say women and old ladies off limits. That's been the rules.
It don't work.
Babies and old ladies off limits.
You gotta come on with it, man. I mean, what do you see? The thing that hurts you when you losing that you don't know how to win on getting along. You don't know how to win like that. We sit down, we made a little history together. We did our little thing.
It has supposed to be. It is true. It's just certain niggas become vigilantes though. Some people play by the rules, some don't. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be the rule.
Stipples count. Shout out to everybody on Say Cheese.
If you go back in time, the mafia, who the world glorify, this gangster shit, for the most part, their rules were no women and no kids. So that if you really want to go back in time, I'm talking about when it comes to gangster shit. I know maybe in BC and shit like that, they was stoning everybody. Stone him, stone her. You know, they was killing, raping the ladies, killing the baby, throwing the babies over the wall. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, real war, everybody ass could get it. When the Vikings came, we want the whole family. You know what I'm saying? We either gonna kill the women, we're gonna rape them, we're gonna kill the babies, we're gonna kill the sons. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's true right there. But I'm talking about in modern day times, once shit evolved and the gangsters got involved and gangsterism hit the world, isms and shit though, they put in rules. You know what I'm saying? Because they seen that things were so uncivilized. You know, if we killing the babies and the ladies, then hey, how can we have, you know, how can the name be pushed? So I appreciate the ones who did come and play and, you know, set that shit in stone. That, you know, ladies, babies, women, and kids, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. So when you going back to the Charleston white nigga from our years of being involved and been knowing about how shit been going on, it's always been ladies and babies off limits for the most part.
Everybody gave me an encore and say cheese up.
But you can get.
I don't think
you know,
people. I don't think the way Charleston like the crowd standing up clapping right now. I don't think he like that. It's too much clapping. There's too much noise over there on the cheese side. An encore. You know, encore means they want you to come back out on stage. Just go back out and buy one more. And they screaming for an encore over there. And I think that struck a nerve over there for that man. I'm not gonna say that's the reason, but I didn't see no other reason. That he'll be smoking on my dead brother today. Out of nowhere. He's smoking on my dead brother AD. He's smoking on AD today. Oh, I'm the one sending your mama the dick pic. I talked about your dead brother, your dying sister, and you see me and didn't do nothing. Bravo, Charles. Bravo. Boy, I said, I know you wasn't gonna let us down. Nah, y'all catch it. I said, I know you wasn't gonna let us down. I knew it was coming. I seen that a mile away.
But I'm gonna say this. I still don't even believe it though. Cause I'm going back and watching old war movies, and I remember from Troy, and he said, don't you have honor? He said, even in war and battle, soldiers can show compassion. So I feel like that's halfway true though, bro. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the person. So even in war, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's supposed to be a code of conduct. It's supposed to be. I'm gonna just agree to disagree with that one.
I still respect you. I already know you can't do nothing with me. You understand me?
That mean,
you know, with me, you too thin in that, too light to fight.
I feel like it is a rule. Cause if it wasn't no rules, bro, I'm gonna say this: if it wasn't no rules, it'd be a whole lot of less. You know how many times a nigga ain't seen a man and really want to get a nigga parents or get your brother, get your sister. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It would have been a genocide if it really wasn't no rules in play. If it really wasn't no rules in the streets, bro, it would be a whole lot. It's becoming that to the point as every 10 years it's getting to, the rules are seeming to be obsolete, but it definitely rules in this shit, though. It just, you know, generations switch the rules up, though. Generations switch the rules up. It definitely rules.
I wouldn't even waste my time.
It definitely rules.
But anyway, on that note, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being the backstabber that you is, you know, the canal, you know, that you did. But you know, I would go tip for tat with you.
See, we could base all young niggas, we could base this shit into like new times and be like, it just been vigilante like this, but it ain't been vigilante like this. It been rules.
John in my mama's inbox. And when I seen you, I didn't do nothing to you. Talked about my dead brother. And when I seen you, I didn't do nothing to you. Boy, I gotta be a coward. Boy, I got to be the most scariest brother in the world. But you know what I'm doing, Charles? Well, I'm beating the shit out of you. I'm winning the fight, ain't I? Oh yeah, I'm winning. I'm winning. Not a physical, I'm winning. See how I live in your head? You gotta come back to your addiction, which is attention. You got the baddest attention. You know,
nah, it's a fake little rubber eye. That's how he be fucking with Charleston White. He called him eyeball.
Man, you sitting at the top of the mountain.
He called Charleston White eyeball. He said when Charleston White be on one, he said that ain't Charleston White, that's eyeball. So he called him eyeball.
Anybody lonely?
He done got confident with showing that snagger tooth though.
That what it is.
He done got confident with showing that motherfucking tooth. Look at that. Got confident.
Everybody in the comments was saying
you might well dress better when you snagger like that.
Yeah.
Nigga, you can take off some of them goddamn graffiti shirts.
I gotta bring that. You can't bring me down. You done already told me.
You know the gap don't look. The damn snagger don't look as bad.
You know you can't.
Suited and booted.
You know, you put,
but when you sit on that motherfucker with them young nigga clothes on, and the goddamn T big and yellow and gapped up and spaced up like that.
You can go up. Okay, I appreciate you.
Man, you got your ass look fucked up.
I went up. Just for let me talk, I still got a smile on my face.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta see what I'm saying? Look at that motherfucker. This a bad computer screen. And you can see them motherfucking Billy goatee.
One thing I don't know,
now y'all remember I told y'all when I be interviewing people, I be looking at teeth. So if I was interviewing OG Percy, I'd probably bust out laughing.
Let me sit in that chair again. That was some good money. Thank you for the alley-oop, Charleston. I appreciate you. For giving me a chance to shine on your platform. And I see that I did a very good job. And right now you want
y'all need to get that man right though.
Hey y'all, I ain't getting that eyeball, but we know you gotta keep your grass cut because the snakes will come in. Keep your grass cut when the snakes come in. I ain't gonna say that I didn't expect it, because I did.
I did. You hear you say he's like to say I.
You wasn't gonna do that.
I be lying.
That was coming. That's why I stayed on my P's and Q's the whole time around you. Tell them how you paid that money when you see me. You should say that. See, one thing they knew, money gonna keep them quiet. You goddamn right. You keep you quiet though.
That nigga look like he ride a horse to church.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a good apology right there. $2,500, that'll work.
That nigga like he got a horse out there parked in the parking spot.
What else you got to say you won't say about me? You can talk about, let me make up, I got Amy that ain't doing too good. She got 110. You gonna talk about her? She got cancer, they take one of her breasts out. Talk about her, do something. I need that, but for that type of money, you can talk any type of way you want to. You can have a war of words. But I just know one thing
I'm
you
back.
won't do.
I had an out-of-body experience laughing at true. Nah, I'm just saying.
See, it's a difference.
Y'all know that man need to get this shit fit.
Now we sit on this platform and that, but I appreciate you, Charles. Even Terrence Gangsta Williams, I shout out to Terrence. I
shout out to Terrence Gangsta Williams, having BigTruDat up on his platform. You know, I done pop my whip out across this motherfucking YouTube platform space, man. I done been on with some of the biggest and the baddest, and you know, so I appreciate it. Even though Terrence Gangsta Williams, the nigga shot me down. He said I was up there asking too many questions. That's what your shit, I'm blogging, my nigga. You know, I done got up here on the big stage. So I ain't gonna shy away from this shit. I gotta ask some rainwater, some questions, and did this and that, man. So, you know, shout out to Terrence Gangsta Williams, shout out to City Nash, shout out to Game Spitter, shout out to everybody who done had me on their platform. Shout out to Stan G, shout out to the No Loves, shout out to King Ass Star. Rubber Band Star. What he call himself now? Big Homie Star. Big Homie Star. You know, shout out to everybody who I done did country with. Miss T, Player Cole, Cypress, that Judah nigga, the nigga who stole my shit as soon as I came on this motherfucker. Shout out to the nigga who did the Netflix special. It done been so many content creators who done fuck with me, who done had me up on their platform, or who done took my shit, who didn't want to shout out to what's the nigga name? The Family. had me on there. Big blogger. Shout out to the family. Shout out to Mob Tag. I done been on his shit before too though. I done seen my content on his shit before too though. So man, appreciate you bloomers. Tony Snow. Shout out to all the former NBA players. Shout out to B.O. Man, shout out to everybody who done came through. From the locals to the people who got big shit going on, to the people aspiring. Shout out to the Shantae Pop. Like I said, I got a live performance coming up with her this Sunday. She gonna do some little dance moves, and we gonna get into this shit. Got a little nice location lined up for y'all. Shout out to them Vatos. Matt Critter had Matt Critter on the line when he was over here. Big Wham. Man, just like I said, 6 Figure Trigger. Man, the members. Man, Double O, Walking Home. Man, shout out Bilza. Man, the whole motherfucking Memphis. Man, everybody who done came through in these damn near 2 years who done made the Late Bloomer podcast what it is. Shout out to the people who come through and subscribe and subscribe. I don't give a fuck, but shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to the shout outs.
Charles, it don't do you no good to go backwards, homie. You're too far up already, homie. You gonna have to start telling God thank you for getting you where you got, man. And start appreciating, I know it. Start appreciating what God got for you.
I've been up all night. I got a little tired. And I gotta go to work in a minute. It's all good though.
I'm fresh out the truth.
One more topic.
I still got more anointing on me.
King Yeller responds to No Love. Okay. King Yeller. Okay, this had to be about some money.
Alright, so who was you talking? So why you yelling?
You fade the black. I get real credit.
This done had to be about King Yeller. All right, this done had to be about. Appreciate you for having me on. Man, appreciate you, my nigga. For real. Appreciate you riding with me. This is King Yeller. Him and No Love done fell out. Of course, you know what I'm saying? I had No Love on my show buku time. Then No Love went on to do shit with Stan G Star. And he doing his own shit. So as you see in the title, King Yeller exposes finesse 2 times, brother. Basically, it's about $300. You know, No Love going on his channel, and basically they supposed to promise. They agreed to pay him $300. I guess King Yeller was telling him to send the invoice, and somehow, you know, he didn't get paid. So now it's getting to, they done brought the gang politics in it. You know, they got the nickel against the 7. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's the 6, my bad. The nickel against the 6. You know what I'm saying? The nickel against the 6, they kind of turning it into that, and we're going to get into this little shit a little bit, and I'm out of here.
Right, so that's what only matters to me. I don't care about the internet. You deal what I'm saying? Right. We ain't driving all 30 minutes to go kill a nigga. You went to school with this nigga.
Yeah, let's get back to interview. Yeah, sorry about that.
But, hating that.
Did you ever think it was going to be that big?
We wouldn't be doing no King Yeller if King Yeller wasn't big, little man. 1,000 subscribers. And 10, how many years that is? 12 years. I dressed in California until you saw it on television or you went out there and saw it in the flesh. You ain't know what Chicago was doing. Right. Nothing like me is about me at the beginning.
I'm here. I ain't got that yet. Well,
what I'm talking about. Fuck, man. No love, man.
Okay.
Easy as hell. You text me off an Android. What are you talking about?
That nigga's an Android. Fuck you talking about, nigga? I got an Android. That's what a Galaxy is. An Android. What you got to have an iPhone? That's what's wrong with you niggas, man. What you got an iPhone to be on? With Android phones at $1,000? You niggas is crazy, man. These niggas is out of their motherfucking mind, man. That man said no love trying to set up a fight. That man said he gonna down no love stupid ass talking about a fight. He said you think we finna come to Chicago and fight? I don't know you like that nigga to set up no fight. His words, not mine. Everything I'm saying is for entertainment purpose, allegedly.
That's why I started getting the footage.
I don't want no problem with no sides, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just commentating. I don't want no issue with no man.
Him talking on the phone gonna be viral content. That's why I told him to get it.
Yes.
Hell, you gotta go behind me. You gotta go viral, gang. Look, since you want to do all that, you taking it out. Because you think you gonna come out, you think you gonna come out here and then taking that, you gonna get your stupid ass, You said what? Hold on, watch out. You said what? I don't
That's no love.
You can't be doing this, bro. Y'all make it hot. Y'all make the scene hot. Hey, listen, first off.
We the body have no parts in their quarrel.
It ain't, hold on, shut up. It is not my fault. We told your slow to make an invoice and you can't think past 2. No, you can't get mad because you don't know how to make an invoice.
There's no love.
You said I'm scared. Scared of what? You should have just did that when you was here. You said what? Folks, I told you what to do, gang, but you ain't gonna. Hey, listen, I told you what to do. From the get-go, you said, give me $300. I said, I don't pay shit. Go holler at I told you that, nigga. So if you came back, hey, listen, hold on. This is a whole business that's going on. That's why we telling you about an invoice.
What I'm saying is, now I don't want the money, fool.
Alright, so you doing whatever you hey, listen, for I don't know you, now you gonna go to meet them people you talking to. You want to box? I'm not just boxing. Who you talking to? Talking to come out here and you go get your stupid ass.
Oh, yellow.
You get started already. You want to say cheesy. What you talking about?
How we get started on the bar report? You the one called him. You called him.
Hey, no, you did that. You should have paid me.
Yeah, you called him.
What was going on already? Now you got this plan on ski. I don't know how I play on duck. I'm not joking or nothing. You playing. I don't know why you playing. Like that, my friend or something. I look like I'm fighting. Push me, I'ma kill you. What is you talking about? Bring your stupid ass how you gonna get your ass. What is you talking about? It'll be your last stop.
So I woke up to a nigga sending me this joint. Let me see if I can find it. There you go, right there. Shout out to the bounce, whoever this guy is. Just getting into it a little bit. I'm out of here after this, man. Just a little quick, bap.
Some business, why I do some business with them. You see what I'm saying? Nigga from Chicago. Every nigga I done ran across from Chicago on my mama was solid. Every nigga that I came across from Chicago, Illinois was solid. You hear me?
Solid.
Illinois on my ID. All through East St. Louis, all come on. So, when niggas get misconstrued is, I'm not the nigga to play with, fool. You can play with these young niggas, fool, and try to get some content and try to run your numbers up off a nigga. Listen, fool, my brother bigger than all you niggas, fool. If I diss my brother ass, fool, I diss one of you niggas, fool. My brother bigger than you niggas, fool. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me so I can break this shit down. Let me know if y'all can hear me.
Part of my body, P Wilder for real. The man ain't said nothing yet. He just got started.
Let me know if y'all can hear me. Say no more. So, I tell Uncle, I'm like, listen, bro, this nigga already the fuck.
Shit's so embarrassing, man.
I'm a player, bro. You hear me?
Man, a player. Damn.
So, you know what you doing by bringing us together. But niggas will think since I'm flying all the way out here to Vegas, to Cali, I ain't got no file on me. Listen, fool.
This internet and social media is him and Finesse biggest downfall. Everywhere he go, he got that fire on him. No matter where he fly, he got that fire on him. Everywhere he go. I'm a player. So he said he know what Unc doing. By bringing a player and the gangster together, Unc, you know what you doing. A player and a gangster can't get along. That's what he's saying. A player and a gangster don't need to be in a room with each other.
Because that's all they're doing. I asked you for a fight. A nigga ain't clean out for him to pinch something. Because
a player and a gangster. And he said, you know it ain't about no money. He got on 2 APs. And his earrings cost $3,500. So he ain't tripping about the little $300. You see what I'm saying?
Put their hands on me, I'm gonna blow their ass off.
The next man put a knot on his head. He gonna blow your ass off.
I'm gonna blow a nigga ass clean out for him to pinch something.
He gonna pinch something.
You nigga think this shit a game, fool. You think cause y'all see a nigga by theyself, nigga genuine nigga come in, shaking hands, smiling, y'all think a nigga something to play with, fool. I ain't nothing to play with out here. I keep telling you niggas.
Man, I remember No Love had me so motherfucking mad that night. Me and him was chopping it up. I never let a nigga make me mad like that though. I'm gonna tell you what done it though. Cause it was like, damn, ain't no love for real with no love, huh? That man went to talk reckless about his brother and he not going this time. Nah, he not going. But I just remember, bruh, when it was like the nigga had said something about, man, we know what kind of car you drive. And that shit had me like, cause I remember the Stan G nigga had said, I'm like, these folks talking like that, like, nigga, we know it, we know it. I'm like, bro, man. And that shit had just rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, man, these folks getting over here and a nigga say any motherfucking thing, though, like, ain't nigga say any motherfucking thing,
nigga go
bro.
on the internet trying to put the police in the bed because that's
man,
all
that shit had me so
I asked
heated.
you for a fight. I asked you to fight me. That's all I wanted. I don't even want the money.
That's why I had kind of stepped out there and then like, bro, I do this and do that to you, cause it was like my had brought up.
Like you niggas ain't like what's up?
Like he had to drop on me type shit.
And I fuck with the wreck, fool. You hear me?
That's all, but
I ain't never
other than that, man, I ain't got nothing against these guys,
but if
man.
niggas like this, killing the guy, you spoiling the guy. Come on, man, you water down, man. Listen, I tell the nigga, I'm like, hey, I don't like these niggas saying shit about my brother, fool. But if the nigga wanna do some content, I'ma do it with him. He like, come on, no, Lord, listen, bro, shit big and woo. You know how he run his weak ass game. So I'm like, say no more.
I asked you for a feature. We asked you nicely.
So I'm in
you
the
said,
content
hell no, get the fuck out of my
I'm
face.
sitting on a little crate, you hear me? I'm in the content room, I'm chilling, he come in.
We asked you for a feature. You said, we asked you nicely.
Pacing the floor, constantly walking the room like pacing.
You said, get the fuck out your face.
This nigga doing like,
Man, bullshit. Ain't no way he supposed to. He ready to knock him out. Y'all hear all this shit? He ready to knock him out. He ready to do all this. No love funny. So no love basically saying he had already envisioned the fight. He was gonna do this and he was gonna do that off the whippersnapper. Yeah, nigga, I really was ready to do this to him because the nigga think he this and that. I really felt some type of way about how the man was playing with my brother. How the man was playing with my brother. He think he big, but the nigga really a show him. So they had no love saying right now, you're really a show him. You think these rings I got on just for show? Nah, this shit meant to go. Okay.
Listen.
Listen,
fool.
Listen, fool.
These hoes hurt.
You see what I'm saying?
These hoes hurt, family. You hear me?
You hear him?
Already knowing in my mind what I'm gonna do to them.
He already,
when they fight,
my boy said he already knowing in his mind what he gonna do to him. Who even talk like that? I'm already knowing in my mind. Man, I'm gonna beat this nigga ass, bro. In my mind, he should have left this shit.
Those niggas gonna check it out, and they gonna be doing all that yelling and talking, and he mad. You can't fight with emotions, bro. I really beat shit. I ain't talking about when I was a young nigga knocking shit out. I really beat shit. I ain't fighting with my emotions. I'm calm and everything, fool. You hear me? Man, what's up? What's up? He gonna be bitch ass nigga, woo, nigga, I done told you I done let him get tired, you hear me? He already tired, I'ma dance around him, bam. Get back up off him, what's up? I ain't doing no talking, yelling, none of that. I'm listening, fool. In my mind, I'm ready to fight 10 minutes.
In my mind.
Nigga be thinking when they fight a nigga, you gonna get your one. This ain't high school, P. I'm not finna get no 10 seconds with you, P. I wanna fight 10 minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes, fool. I'm trying to thump. You don't know that, though. You thinking we finna fight 5, 6, 7 minutes, then this shit over with. Come on, fool. Come on, I don't fight with my emotions, fool. I'm calm. I'm finna beat your ass. Slowly. You see what I'm saying?
I don't even get this shit no more.
You thinking after 2, 3 minutes, we done. Nah, I got 10 minutes in my head, fool.
In your head, all this shit he's saying in his head. That's the only part I ain't understand. I ain't trying to jaw on him enough. He's saying in my own mind, in my head. In my head, I can fight 10 minutes. But in real life, can you fight 10 minutes? 10 minutes is a long fight. That's UFC. You know what I'm saying? They doing 3 rounders. So in boxing, you know what I'm saying? It's round. It's multiple rounds. So in your mind or in real life, can you go for 10 minutes? And real talk, most of the time, if you really out here punching and shit, if you really doing, it's really about who you fighting to, though. You know what I'm saying? Because 10 minutes and you fighting, bro. I ain't never been in no fight 10 minutes. I ain't even finna fight no nigga too long like that, bro. If we still fighting that long, we finna go to some old shit. Cause if ain't nobody won, ain't nobody lost after a couple of minutes, bro, we ain't this shit done turned into some old shit. You see what I'm saying? It done turned into either you picking on me or I'm picking on you. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you picking on me, I'm picking on you.
Then there it go. Now I'm finna rush your ass for 150%, 200%. You ain't gonna stop this shit. On my mama, you ain't gonna stop this shit. You hear me? Come on, man.
I'm not fighting, period.
Come on, man. That's why I wear shit like this. Shit ain't for fashion, fool. I'ma cut a nigga ass open. Stamped it. Tell me how King Yellow.
Boxing rounds, 3 minutes.
Queen
UFC and 4 or 5.
Come on, man.
That's a lot.
So I'm sizing the nigga up.
He going there sizing up. So basically, put it like this, bro. That just made me feel like, that's what I'm saying, bro. We doing shit for the wrong intention. I'm finna get out this shit on this, though. I'm leaving it this. See, this is a part of the internet shit, though, like, where I really ain't about, though. You go in there and you feel some type of way about this nigga anyway. This your free game. I don't gotta, they let me know that every dollar ain't a good dollar. You go into a room where you already sizing the nigga up. You already letting the middleman know you don't fuck with him. You already telling him why. You already feeling some type of way. You ready for it to pop out. But then you see videos of you in there breaking bread, y'all eating with each other and shit like that. So it's like, that's what be having me feeling some type of way about niggas' intentions, though. Why get around this nigga? Do all this and do all if you know you genuinely don't fuck with him. That's what I'm saying. Wow, I seen the footage. But why get around a man if you know you really don't? That's what I'm saying. These folks, this shit, it's content shit. It's crazy, bruh. This content shit is crazy. Niggas will get around niggas that they know they don't fuck with just to be around, just to be in the, you know, it's content. Cause what I'm hearing though, on some real shit, you didn't fuck with him. You didn't like him for several reasons, but you still got around him. You still broke bread. You still went up there with the GDs and, you know, broke bread and did content. So it's like, man, that shit just be, I just really be wanting genuine niggas around me, man. You know? I just be wanting genuine niggas around me. Niggas who don't have no isms, no ulterior motives. Niggas who ain't swayed by this social media shit. Niggas who ain't, of course we care about views, but niggas who don't really care about views. Like if you doing this shit cause views is your passion, then probably ain't the nigga I wanna fuck with. I do this shit just because I love or got a real passion for just, doing what I do. But it ain't for views. Cause sometimes a lot of shit that y'all don't fuck with, I don't be giving a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't be like a lot of my interviews, or I don't say a lot, but some of my interviews and some of my stories, it don't match with the numbers sometimes. And I don't buy views, I don't buy likes, I don't buy comments, I don't buy friends, I don't buy none of this shit. You either gonna fuck with it or you not. So when saying that, I just try to do the best job I can do. I just try to do the best job I can do, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I just be really wanting like-minded people around me. I don't want them niggas trying to come around for whatever they trying to come around for. You know what I'm saying? Them the type of niggas I often fall out with. And I can't fake it. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga ain't coming around me on no real nigga shit, I ain't no tuck my tail type of nigga that bite my tongue. You know what I'm saying? I fall out with your ass fast about that bullshit. Cause I ain't actually, now one of you niggas, I ain't talking about nobody in particular, I'm just saying in general, I don't seek out niggas though. I don't seek out niggas to hang with or fuck with or be around. So, if I do some shit with a nigga and I fuck with you, I fall out with a nigga fast because I don't hang with niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't hang with niggas. So if it's some shit that I don't agree with, I'ma fall out with your ass. Cause I'ma tell you about this shit. I don't feel it. I ain't gonna have no nigga to rub me the wrong way and he hard my face again and like we cool. Nah, nigga, we gonna address what we addressing, nigga. And then we gonna, it is what it is. And that ain't me being tough, that's just me being a loner. I fuck with myself more than I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't finna let no nigga be around me. No nigga. I don't give a fuck who you is, how tough you feel like you are in real life. But I ain't finna let no nigga play on my top. Never. Never, never, never. So I'm always gonna fall out with you, or we always gonna bump heads when it comes to, nigga coming around me trying to play. True, look. I'm reading what y'all saying. Code of conduct violation. Another violation can result to live stream in YouTube copyright infringement. Who it is? One of these hating ass niggas, man. Code of conduct violation. Another violation can result to live stream in. I don't even know what I did. Code of conduct. Somebody reported you. On what though? On what? What I say? What I do? I said something about them. Who we got to put on the menu? Man, somebody done reported me. I wonder who done reported me. Who done reported me? These nigga reported me early in the morning, man. You see what I'm saying? Bruce that nigga, man. This nigga done reported me early in the morning, man. You know what I'm talking about? Infringement. You showed someone content. Mob Time, Trap Lord, No Love, it had to be one of these local niggas. Miss T. I hate when motherfuckers only come around when they ain't got. Nah, it couldn't be Miss T. I was kicking shit with Miss T. So I ain't say nothing. I was kicking, let me find you. I was kicking shit with Miss T though. So I know Miss T ain't did no bullshit. Miss T, one thing about Miss T, Miss T jumping in that motherfucking inbox. Excuse me, what did you mean by that? Nah, she don't play this shit though. Nah, I doubt it was Miss T. I fuck with Miss T though, so nah, I was just actually just fucking talking shit then. But it ain't no telling who it could have been, that though. You see YML management, you see when you come in and go out, man, you went on your goddamn, you done let the nigga come in here, you done let somebody come in here. Goddamn, man, management nodded off. Goddamn, never on duty. Never on duty. Very soft. Very soft. Very soft. Hey, I'm gonna say this. You know, I probably done. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get up off this motherfucker. I'm gonna leave it alone. Hey, listen, don't shoot me. I ain't. Don't nobody shoot me, y'all. But listen, let me say this. Don't shoot me. I ain't saying it. I ain't making no threats. Don't shoot me. But listen, since I done started this YouTube shit, right? I probably done seen 50 people in real life. I was getting my daughter ready for school. Shit, yeah. I probably done ran across about 50 people in real life, right? So I'm saying it to say that. Don't shoot me. But if you ever see me in Memphis or anybody, like where I feel like how I feel right now, you know what I'm saying? Where I got good energy, why everything still work, why everything still, you know what I'm saying? Everything, man, just say that. Don't say that, cause that ain't nothing that gon' words don't even really do shit to me no more. You know what I'm saying? But just, you know how y'all do in real life. Don't shoot me though. Don't shoot me. Don't bring your gun. We ain't gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But if you ever run across me, you know what I'm saying, you catch me in one of these stores or some shit like that, just come up and speak to me. You know what I'm saying? Just come speak to me like everybody else do. And fuck with me. Yada, yada, yada. And then, you know what I'm saying, if a nigga don't, you know how y'all feel, how y'all be in the chat, true you will. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just feel how you feel. And like I said, this ain't no tough shit going on. But I just know in real life, day to day, everyday life, I ain't nobody playing with me, fool. I swear on my mammy. You could be whoever you want to be. And I ain't saying this. Man, ain't nobody coming up in my face playing with me, man. I promise. I'ma smile all motherfucking day. This ain't no threats or none of this shit. Y'all, the chats can be what the chat can be. And Memphis tough as hell. Everywhere tough as hell. But ain't nobody coming up in my motherfucking face playing with me. Not today. Not tomorrow. And I ain't saying, but I'm just saying. Man, don't let this shit fool you. Don't let this shit trick you into thinking, man, you can come up and put your hand in my face like you can come up and do some shit like this. Think you can come up and do me like that. Man, don't let this motherfucking screen, don't let this smile, you know what I'm saying, this light skin shit, think you can come do me like this? Think you can do me like this? Think you can reach up to me like, man, don't do that shit. Don't do that, I'm telling y'all. That's all I'm saying. This ain't me calling nobody. This ain't me putting up, don't even play with me in real life. That's all I'm saying. Don't walk up to me and be like, man, I'ma fuck you off. That's all I'ma say. I'ma fuck you off. In modern day time, where I still feel good, where I don't wake up hurting, none of that shit. While I'm still in my mind, leave me alone. I just feel like saying this shit though. I don't never talk like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but people, man, don't play with me in real life though. Do all your playing on the internet, where the shit co-share, where we supposed to play it, troll, have fun, you get your shit out and all that. But when I get off this camera, I don't really be laughing. You were doing good till you said light skin shit. See, now I just be wondering about something. You supposed to. That's what I be wanting. I be wanting, you know what I'm saying? I be wanting people to take all this shit into consideration though. You know, because I just know I'm one of them light-skinned motherfuckers who ain't gonna play with you. So I be wanting it to trick you though. Hey, light-skinned, yeah, do that. Yeah, that's me, light-skinned, man. That's me. That's me. I be wanting that motherfucker. That's what I be wanting. A motherfucker just like you to get food in the man. You know, playing yourself out your you know, out of body. It's gonna be an out of body experience. Light skinned but I'm dog hearted, man. See that's, you know what I'm saying? Light skinned but I'm dog hearted. I'm out here though, y'all. I'm finna get to work. You know, I'm drinking coffee. I get over with y'all a little later. We been on this motherfucker 3:30. It's time for me to hit the workouts. Y'all be smooth and be cool though. So this how light skinned nigga crashed out a bit. I am she. What going on, I am she? I seen you over there this morning, I am she. Yeah. This how light skinned nigga crash out. I don't know about other light skinned. I don't think light skinned niggas even crash out. This ain't a crash out. This is a teaching moment to say, y'all think niggas be playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, no crash out. I don't even know how you even take crash out from it. I'm letting you know how niggas can get shit misconstrued because of all of those elements. You know what I'm saying? This show you how niggas will crash out. How people that play with certain people crash out. Is it really the light skinned nigga crashing out, or is it really the people playing and crashing out? Hell nah. You can't crash out when it's a reaction. The person who drew the action first is crashing out. In my opinion, I feel like whoever started is the person who crashed out. That's my honest opinion. You know, I'm more so of a motherfucker who into the reaction. So if you do something to me, you can't tell me what not to do to you. So that's not me crashing out. You can't tell a motherfucker how to be mad, especially if a person don't play. So I don't think it's a crash out. I just think you gotta leave certain people alone. You know what I'm saying? You gotta leave certain people alone. You gotta let certain people do them. And you know, motherfuckers, that'll make the world a better place. You know? That you can't tell me how to respond. No temper tantrum. It's according, it's fitting. You don't hear me. If you don't bother people and people bother you, I feel like everything is warranted. No, if you don't bother people and the motherfucker go out their way to bother you, then whatever come behind it, they should get it. Especially at this stage, hey, you know, you settled in, people know you for you. So a motherfucker know your character and this and that. So people go out their way to bother you and they know you're not a person that bothers, that you do to click out. You do to fuck them up. You know, you do to, you know, set them straight. Yeah. But I'm out of here though, man. Motherfucker done already, you know what I'm saying, struck me this morning. They come bright and early watching the page. I did shout you out. I did, you know, cite my source. Petty pop like motherfucker. You know what I mean? Petty pop like motherfucker. Motherfucker went straight to YouTube. Man.